see. I gotta make sure.
Tap into the streets. He gotta see. He gotta see for sure if we
Need
online.
that confirmation.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
Check them out, huh? Yeah, we should be on here too,
It's gonna pop up on my phone when we go live.
So the viewers let us know how we looking, how we sounding.
Yeah, are we live from the YouTube page?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, we live.
Okay, bet. What's the deal, people?
What's the word, man? What's the word?
I
Man,
don't think we are yet.
another Sunday, man. Another Sunday.
You on YouTube?
They saying y'all live.
Yeah, we live. I'm talking. I'm tripping.
Maybe your phone lagging.
Make sure we run. No, we live.
You see it?
He said, "Oh, we
All
live.
right, cool.
Oh, we live,
Yeah,
baby.
everybody, what up?
We
All right,
live,
yeah.
baby."
Leo, welcome back, all our new viewers, old viewers. Welcome to 15fifteen podcast. It's episode number 14.
14.
Oh,
Man.
what
We
gonna
doing
do
our
for the
thing.
15th
I
episode?
know it's getting better and better, man. Getting better and better.
Can't wait.
Hey, we gotta do something big though, cause it's the 15th
That's what I'm
episode.
saying.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah,
know
that's
it's-
real.
You know,
it's like
15-15.
It's a good number.
But 15-15.
That's a good number.
That's our
It's a
number.
good
You
number.
already know, man.
Places. But welcome back. We got two guests with us. But first off, I go by the name of Man. In case you ain't know, West LA baby himself. My dog Dave.
Yes,
co-host,
sir. What it do,
man,
y'all? What it do?
Plan.
What it do?
We got two guests. One guy, man, he kind of like, he a guest, but he been here since day one in the background. If y'all ever see on Instagram all the fly videos of the episodes, they usually come from him. Shout out my boy Heem in the house.
What's the deal, y'all? You already know what it is,
Yes,
man.
sir.
What's the IG? Shots by Heem. on
Shouts
Instagram?
by him, man. You already know it's the man behind the camera, man. They got me on the
Man,
scene
you should
today.
put the
They got
city,
me
man.
on the
He be-
camera today
Yeah,
instead
You
of
be
behind the
shooting for
camera.
city,
So
man.
And we got a special guest, a local, a native, a Vegas native. My boy Dev, man. Give it up for the homie Dev one time, man.
Hello, everybody.
It's
Hey,
crazy.
Sir, what it do? What
We,
it do?
we put the homie in the mix real quick because he came up to the studio this week. That was our first time meeting. But we connected through a mutual homie. Shout out my boy Eddie.
Crime
back
City.
Crime City, yep.
shout out Eddie.
He
Shout out
linked
Eddie.
us, and we had a good conversation, good vibes, and I was like, you know what, man, come to the pod so we could really chop it up and dive deeper into what you doing, because I felt it. I'm like, now I see why the homie linked us. We got a lot in common, a lot of same interests. So yeah, man, I just want you to break it down. Like, so you born and raised in Vegas, right?
Born and raised, birth certificate.
That's crazy.
That's
What
what's
part of
up, man.
Vegas though?
I grew up mostly on the south side, but Vegas is small.
Hold on, South Side, because I live in like Southern Highlands. Is that South Side?
I mean, that's as south as you can get, but when I grew up, there wasn't a southern highlands.
right. Because there's
So,
barely one now. They
Yeah.
building that.
That's what
one
I'm
still
thinking.
out here.
South Point when you say
Yeah,
South Side. That,
Point.
yeah,
South
that's
Point.
Watched
I live-
South Point get built.
okay.
you
Yeah,
watched it get
see.
built?
Oh, that's
That's
dope.
crazy.
That's
Okay.
dope.
So you say from the South Side. Like, what's like the main streets so I could kind of get out here?
Silverado.
Silverado in Las Vegas.
All right, so you got to break it down to me though, because I be kind of confused sometimes.
Where are you from?
I'm from LA.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
What part?
I'm from Pasadena.
Oh, okay,
Altadena
okay,
to be
yeah,
exact,
okay,
but
okay,
yeah,
there it is,
Pasadena.
there it
You
is.
already know.
I was gonna get to that next. But yeah, get to it.
But what's the East and what's considered the West?
So east side is everything east of Eastern, really, or eastern of Las Vegas Boulevard.
Okay,
So
okay.
everything west of Las Vegas Boulevard is the west side, but it's always hood, inner city, and then you get outer city.
See, where I get confused is because I thought MLK was the North,
It is.
but it's everybody keep telling me it's the West side because they got that little Mario's West Side Market right there.
Yeah, well, the west side and the north side is like it's predominantly black people.
Oh yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
where it's
right.
at.
So
That's where it's at.
So they kind of all connected as one. Where the east side is heavy Mexican heritage. Spanish.
Okay.
Kind of like LA a little bit. I mean, like I'm thinking East LA. You feel
Yeah.
me? But at the same time, why further west you go in LA, I don't know if it gets black. It get more like the beach, of
Yeah.
course. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah,
But
yeah, you
where
get
I'm
closer
from,
to the
West
water.
LA,
Yeah.
for sure. But then it's South Central, and South Central that's a little bit like what would you consider? That's Easty too, right? Would y'all? That's the West Side, or would y'all consider it?
I consider it borderline West Side.
But you from
It's
Compton.
it's
so,
LA to me. It's
Yeah,
just
to
LA
you.
to me. Yeah.
But I feel like the East Side is like
That's Compton, though, right? Or is
Compton,
that-
Watts.
But no, but it's also East LA. It's really the east of the 110. Sorry, we doing LA pop. The east of the 110 to me is where it's east. Like that's all.
So
like,
every city is basically split by a street.
yeah, I mean every
Street
city
or
and the
freeway.
side.
Or freeway.
The 15
Yeah.
freeway, that's our big split.
Oh,
So if
that's
you're on the
dope.
west side of 15 or the east side of 15,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you say you from the south side. You've been watching it build up, right?
Yeah.
Because you seeing
and
like
then, a lot of my heritage is in the east side.
Oh, it is?
A lot of people that I.
Are you
run
an East Side? You an
Yeah,
East Side
East
man?
Side,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Dope.
Yeah, that's what's
so
up.
all
man.
the shout out to all the brothers on the east side. You know who you are.
Shout out to the East Side
I
of
know some
Vegas.
dope
Shout out to
people
the
from
West
East Side
Side. Shout out to the
Vegas,
North
yeah.
and the South. Shout out to all.
my
of Vegas.
favorite side, honestly. I mean, I live in Southern. You know what I'm saying, Southern Highlands, but because I worked in the North, like for a long during the pandemic, a nigga, you know, there wasn't no shows, so I did FedEx for a while, and I was delivering all in the North. And the North reminded me so much of home. I'm like, damn, this is really where it's at. Like, like even everybody, like the energy just felt. There's like soul food spots over there. It's a whole bunch of just like black shit. Like, what's a DB's? You been to DB's Cajun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
All
some
that's
good
over
one from
there?
over there. Yeah.
Fire, bro. Like,
That's how I was introduced to Vegas because I had before I moved to Vegas. My aunt used to live in Vegas, but she used to live off of like Gowan and like Alexander or some shit like
that's
the way
knowing
up
over
there.
there.
Yeah.
So that's how I used to go to that side of town all the time. But then once I moved out here, I moved to Henderson,
Yeah.
and ever since I've been living in Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson kind of like.
I like being out the way. That's just me. Personally.
How do Vegas people feel about like Henderson, Summerlin, and whatnot? Because those is kind of like where we're told to move.
I mean, it's home. It's all still home to us.
Right.
You know, like LA is huge, right?
Yeah.
And then it leaks into Orange County, and it just keeps
it's
going and
big.
going.
Big.
Where all we have is our little valley.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all Vegas to us. Whether you're in Henderson, whether you're in North Las Vegas, whether you're in Summerlin, Southern Highlands, wherever you're at, it's all Vegas. It's in the valley.
I respect that. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what's up.
You know, it just depends on where you grew up and all the good stuff. Like a lot the North. Back in old days when the mob was running Vegas, all the black people lived in the North.
Mhm.
That's where like Tent City was. That's
Right.
where it was a
Run down, kind of.
run down.
Yeah.
And that's where they had the pig farm is still up there. Nobody wanted to live by the pig farm, so property was cheap.
There's a pig farm up there.
Yeah, huge one.
Never heard of no.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
don't
the
got-
one?
That's a long leg.
Fifth
I don't
and
heard
Ann?
the pig like
I was
that.
about to
that
say, I
Fifth
tried to
and
stay
Ann?
away from the
Way out
swine.
Yeah.
You can get the draft comes in from it.
You
Where's
can
it at?
smell it. Yeah, I remember. I think that's in the.
That's
I
like
believe
far,
in the
far
I
north?
think it was off of like. Fifth
It's not
and
far
Ann, like-
north anymore because
They build houses and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
over there
You
now.
get there.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's still stuff about Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
still like
mistaken.
to this day figuring out. Like I've been
Yeah.
there for damn near 4-5 years, and I'm not knowing a lot of stuff. Like even having these conversations, because I think we had like maybe two other. We had my boy Mac Nilly, who kind of from out here, and then we had who else was from out here?
We had Dylan.
and Dylan Jacob
Yeah, and
from
Dylan.
out here,
Yeah,
and they
Mac
kind of was
was
breaking
dope.
it down.
They educated us on Vegas.
little bit.
Yeah, gave us a little breakdown. So I'm glad you here. He's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Vegas, so
I'm gonna ask you like I asked them. Do you consider it West Coast? Like
All the way.
growing up,
All
was
the
it
way.
felt kind of like you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
a lot of from my understanding, when people or whatever when they're on the run or in trouble in LA,
Mhm.
they come to Vegas.
Yeah.
So a lot of our culture is LA.
right.
And the beach is only 4.5 hours away. So
Only 4.5, man.
Yeah.
like, bruh.
Hey, in all
That shit
reality,
be killing me. I can't go to the beach.
in
Just-
all reality, it's
Yeah.
a 30-minute flight.
No, yeah, that part for sure. That part for
sure.
sure.
It's the 30 minutes. And when you live, sometimes when you living in LA, shit, it take 30 minutes to drive
up
Yeah,
4
that's
blocks.
up the street.
4 blocks.
Traffic is bad.
You already-
You be fucking with Lake Las Vegas and all that?
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
love
Love
Lake
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. That's
Love
something
it.
people don't know nothing
Oh,
about.
God. That's some
That's
local shit.
that's
for
my
sure.
beach at this point. Like going over there. you feel me?
That's my getaway for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure, for sure.
I'm curious on what's one of the biggest changes you've seen in Vegas, because you said you grew up here. So I'm.
man.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I turn 32 next month.
Okay,
Nice.
so-
Yeah, so yeah.
I
so
got you by a
got-
year,
yeah.
man. I just turned 33, man.
Nice, man.
Yes,
When was
sir.
your birthday?
July 17th.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
that's what's up, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I got
tight to
me
know,
feeling
man.
old, man.
And then, so outside of Vegas, my boy kind of linked us too, because he was telling me you were into like mycology and all that with the mushroom stuff, basically, right? Crime City knows me. I've been talking about this for years, bro. Like, I'm deep into that world and where I think it's going. You feel me? Can you explain what got you into it? Like,
well, it was the shift in the cannabis market,
Right.
actually.
Mhm.
So I derive from the cannabis. I've been growing since I was 18 years old.
oh snap, I didn't know that. Out here.
Yeah, out here.
Mm.
So it
That's dope.
starts out guerrilla. You're doing it in somebody's garage,
Yeah, yeah.
bedroom,
Then it get real.
Yeah, and then I started linking up with in the legal market once it went medical.
Mm-hmm.
Started tapping in with the cultivations that were being built out here.
Right.
And so I just kind of just stayed in the market there. And then once the market became flooded, and I'm talking about, as a whole United States, once the market became flooded and the price of units went down,
Yeah.
we had to shift gears
Right.
to kind of stay afloat.
You have to pivot with
So-
that
Had
thing,
to.
yeah.
Around when was this?
I think my major pivot was about 2 years ago.
Nice. I love it, man.
So we converted a guerrilla style cannabis farm into a mushroom farm.
I love that, bro.
Producing, lots and lots.
I'm
of
starting to see
mushrooms.
him more too. You remember
Yeah.
like a couple episodes ago, I told him I didn't know if it was legal, if it was good or not, but talking to you more, I'm seeing it. It's everywhere. You can
Yeah.
grab it.
I mean, it's been something like.
Microdosing.
So for me, my whole story with mushrooms, like around 21, I think I did it for the first time, and I had such a life-changing experience that from that point on, I've always felt like, man, this is something we need. What's going on? So I did the research and I went back to when it first got popping in America publicly was in the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, as a black man, I'm like, oh, that's why we wasn't talking. We wasn't even in them circles. It was on college campuses, and you had to kind of. It was a luxury thing. Like for us, we was trying to fight to be in society during that time. So now, like what I realized, I was like, oh snap, we missed that first wave. Now it's time for us to kind of catch it because it actually deals with a lot of stuff that we as a people deal with, like PTSD.
Yeah, people looking for different ways to relax, and that's one of the ways, right?
And
there.
the perfect storm is like, I'm not saying this is good, but to me, what I see is people are going away from a lot of drugs because of fentanyl and how that's been put in so many different things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people are looking for alternate ways to either get a buzz or just try to like kind of taper themselves off of those type of things.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like something I believe is coming at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
The big thing for me is all the bipolar meds, all the
Exactly.
schizophrenic meds. My favorite thing about the mushroom industry is that it's not just stuck to recreation. Like cannabis, you smoke, you get high, whatever.
Yeah.
But with mushrooms, there's so many different elements. There's the culinary mushrooms, like that you eat. All the you
The
portobello.
Bro, they be
Colors.
having some shrooms looking like steaks, homie.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
Straight
bro.
up.
Like
What
for
you
real.
mean, like stay?
Like a
with you?
How
lion's
they-
mane mushroom, you grill that
How they
motherfucker
grill
up,
that
right?
motherfucker
Yeah.
up and
It's a
saute
steak.
that bitch.
Like meat, homie.
And you be in there eating it on the trip. It's
That's
No,
what-
No, it
no.
doesn't
This
trip
is
you out.
separate from the trip. This is from.
No,
this
yeah,
is
that's the
just
regular food shit.
Everything mushrooms can do.
So for somebody who's not familiar with me, when y'all saying when we talking mushrooms, I'm always thinking The Simpsons, like the crazy little
No, you think
trip out, like
okay. We're when I say it like a meat, I'm talking about actual mushrooms you eat.
He talking about like a
not
food, like
psychedelic
like a
ones.
like
Okay.
a
Don't
regular
let me-
food.
Sorry to cut you off. There's 3 types of mushrooms.
Yeah, he could break it down.
All right. There's functional, which you eat for like it's like a supplement.
okay,
There's culinary, which you eat with your food, like
Okay.
that you put on a pizza.
okay,
And then there's psychoactive, which are the drugs.
the
that's
drug
high,
ones.
right?
Okay.
So if you hear me say psychoactive, it means that you're tripping
it's
balls.
the tripping
That's
one.
the
Yeah.
psilocybin,
So-
all that.
So
Extra
that's
Okay.
my thing is that cannabis is not like that.
Yeah.
Everything in cannabis is gonna get you high. Everything is psychoactive in cannabis.
But what about CBD?
Yeah, what
Y'all
about
just
CBD?
heard it, people. Y'all heard. Y'all just got educated, people. Y'all
See-
hearing?
CBD is great.
And that's
But
true.
it just doesn't have it don't have how can I say it? It doesn't have
the
like
body relaxing.
I mean the effectiveness, but also like it's not super popular. Like it had its little tiny wave, like a little blip, but why do CBD when there's all these functional mushrooms that you can have?
That's a fact.
You know, that do the same thing. Like lion's mane helps you with your
Memory. They be going
your
crazy.
your inflammatory, all the good stuff.
CBD remind me of
lion's
spice
mane
a little
don't
bit.
get you high though.
Oh, it don't.
That's what we're trying to say. Like
Okay.
lion's mane mushroom don't get you high. It's literally good for memory, and it's like a supplement, like you
Okay.
said. So
Yeah.
there's different types, and then
Okay.
there's one that's in the cannabis. The smoke shops. I was talking to you about. It's called Amanita muscaria or something like that, right?
Okay.
And this one is legal.
That's
But
the
it-
one that
but
you
it's
see in
dis-
all like the
it's-
stores.
Yeah,
and
but it's a
shit.
disassociative or something.
Okay.
And people still get a buzz from it, but that's not the one that it's like. It's a lot of different ones, basically.
Okay.
I
And
did
I'm learning about
randomly
it, too.
see that too. Like I'm like, everybody now is talking about like that shit's the new wave, but then I just randomly just start seeing it in like 7-Elevens and
Yeah.
gas stations
No.
and shit like that. I'm
I've
like,
been seeing
damn,
that
they
too.
selling mushrooms.
So you
over the counter.
do we have somebody that like governs that? Like who do mushroom people like ourselves? Who y'all like? You know how the cannabis world is. You got the dispensary, like.
But you gotta
Who's the
go. You
main-
gotta go before the dispensary. That's where we at.
That's where y'all
And
at.
that-
Okay.
and you know what I'm saying?
With
This
the
is-
the mushroom
Yeah,
world.
think.
They
Okay, I'll
haven't
put it to
crossed
you like
over all
this.
the
Like
way.
in L.A., when I go to L.A. and go to the hood dispensaries, like the weed shops.
Right.
The hood ones, remember how the hood ones, they was kind of wild west back in the day. Like you go in there, they not weighing it up, they just giving, you know what I'm saying, back in the
Yeah.
day. Now, you know, the weed is good. They got the weed thing down, but under the table, they giving you shrooms now. It's because it's still under the table. It's still black market, basically.
Okay.
I got a
Okay.
question. Does it matter, like the stuff that we were talking about, you can see, or like what's the shit that you
Like
call it?
psychedelic.
No, the ones that they sell in store now.
Amanita muscaria.
Does it matter by the milligrams? Like if it was more powerful, would it?
I never did it.
Oh, okay.
I've never done it either.
You've heard of it though,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah, I've never done that one. That's not the one I know about, but that's being
I'm glad
marketed.
you made that clear because I'm telling you, I'm thinking of Trip. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
you say Sean,
Oh,
I'm
no.
thinking Trip. And
Now
you're like, I can't be
I've
like
done
that.
the traditional magic mushrooms,
Yeah.
the real ones.
Okay.
That when I say real, I'm saying the real ones from like the '60s, what everybody talk about.
Yeah.
Those is what I started.
You
off.
take it in actual mushroom form, or you?
Okay,
like-
now for me personally, when I started, I hated the taste.
Mhm.
So I was looking up different ways to do it. I tried teas. I'm not really big on the chocolates, so now I put them in capsules. I grind them down, put them in capsules,
interesting.
0.5 each capsule,
And
pop it in
interesting.
microdose. That's how I rock as an adult now. You feel me? Because at first I always thought you got to take a whole eighth.
Extreme. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
go
that's not
extreme
to
on
me.
everything.
That's not the way to do it. That's a therapeutic, life-changing setting. Get your life together. Take 3 days, damn near.
Yeah.
What I like to do is microdose and vibe throughout the day, and that's like 0.5, maybe a gram. You feel me?
That's dope.
Even a gram. I mean, it depends on the strain. It'll
Yeah,
get you lit.
some will get you lit.
So
but
basically, y'all preaching health.
yeah, and that's kind of what I've been saying. Like
I was confused
never-
on that.
I'm not the type to push.
I'm thinking we put
an
you talking
irresponsible.
drugs.
No. I would
Yeah.
never tell. Like every time I give people, every time we, you know what I'm saying, something happens, I be like,
Yeah.
I'm more so. I'm on a err on the side of caution. Take a microdose.
Yeah.
I'm not really big on telling people go out there and trip. If I do, I gotta give you the whole breakdown because I'm not. It could be bad, but anything overdose on anything is bad.
Anything.
Well, the thing you have to worry about on the psychoactive stuff is the ego death. I hear a lot about that.
Yep.
What
And
the
so
fuck is that?
you kinda get
Excuse my language.
No,
Yeah,
it's
y'all.
no,
all
we
good.
good. We
You'll-
passed the 10-minute mark. We
you'll
could
kinda
post
get-
smoke and everything. Yep.
You'll kind of get stuck into a loop of man. Who am
Yeah.
I? What am I doing?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you have all these concerns, and then they just wash away.
Oh
So
shit.
it's like leading up to that, and then your ego finally dies, and then you let go. You have no control. You're like, you know what? I only have control of what I have control of. I'm not gonna worry about what I don't have control of.
Damn.
You know.
That's deep.
No,
I was
it
about to
is.
say that.
And it's
That sounds like some deep shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's
the
deep,
thing.
bruh.
just let go.
Put that on the back, on the package, bruh.
Man.
You gotta put that's man. That's
I
deep.
That's
think-
crazy.
And I think that the way I see it,
Everybody need to be on that.
and that's exactly what I was gonna say. The way I see it going, this is how it happened for me. To me, it's like a initiation, right? Like a ritual is how I think it should be, where everybody has to have a big dose or a full experience at least once, because it kind of, to me, it's like it opens you up to reality, a good time where you could like real reality, ultimate reality.
Yeah.
And then now you know. You ain't gotta go there every day. You ain't gotta go there all the time.
Cause that
It's
sound
a good reset.
sound dope. Cause y'all saying y'all preaching health,
Mhm.
and it's a rebirth to yourself. Like that's
Yeah.
I heard it
big.
like open up like senses and shit. Like that's why like back in the day,
Synesthesia.
a lot of artists used to do mushrooms and create music and
Yeah.
shit.
And me, bro, since then, I microdose. And microdosing for me gets me in a flow state. And I don't think, and it's hard because I can't say I'm like tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm just in a flow where it feels like everything is like you know, like I'll put it like every day without it and stuff, like I feel like a machine, but maybe not the best oiled or something. Things ain't moving smooth.
Do you
Off
feel
that, I
cranky
feel
after?
just
I mean,
everything
without
just
it?
moving smooth. Just smooth.
Do you
regular
feel
gas
cranky
to
if you
premium.
don't take it?
Nah, hell no.
No.
Sometimes I forget. Like I'll be like, okay, this week I'm a microdose. I don't even be thinking about it. I'll forget. It ain't like most things. You know what I'm saying? It's not something where it's like
how would it be governed though? I'm tripping on it. Cause
So
you
it's like
grow
just
it
more like a cleaner
naturally.
high.
the way I be
And
looking
way
at
and then
it.
you sell it. It sell just like
Technically,
cannabis.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
more healthier type shit.
There's still a lot of things that go with it. Making sure that you grow clean is
That's
a big
what I'm
deal
saying,
because
yeah.
People-
like a lot of people like you don't like the taste is because it's grown in shit. It's
Yeah,
grown in
like-
poop. But
That's why I'm like mushroom is a bacteria or
well,
a
it's a
fungus.
fungus.
It's a fungus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so but a lot of people don't know that fungus needs sterile environment
Yes.
to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
what-
crazy that you just said it was grown and shit though.
Yeah.
Like, I
It
didn't
is.
like
Naturally.
realize like
Literally.
literally
But,
like
we grow it in cocoa, just like a lot of cannabis is grown in cocoa. So our mushrooms don't necessarily have a taste. It's more of the texture you got to get past.
Yeah.
Because they're dried. So you're like chewing on something that's dried, but it has zero
Like
taste.
chewing on bark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what it be tasting like.
You're-
Or
you're-
what they say, like sunflower, like the seed or something.
or
The
dried
shell
out
of the
jerky,
seed, huh?
dried out
Yeah.
jerky
The shell
type
of it,
shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the shell.
Yeah.
I,
Anybody one of them, you be spitting that shit.
I
out.
had
Sunflower
mushrooms
shit.
in like a gummy form.
yeah.
You know, the
In like
gummies
a
are
chocolate
cool.
form, but I can't. Oh no, I lied. I had a real mushroom one time, and I just was drunk,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." I was with the
Microdosed
homies
on
and
the
shit.
airplane. That was the best flight.
I was about to
Oh,
say
yeah?
we did that shit when we went
Yeah,
to
that
Houston
was
and
the
I
best
don't
shit.
flight
know if I
ever.
could do it
And
on
that
a
night
damn
in
plane.
Houston,
Yeah.
boy, I was fucked up.
It was lit. That shit
I was
kicked in
dancing.
like
I couldn't stop dancing and shit. I had a good time though.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the new big wave for
You know, I think they call it the shroom boom. Like they even got stocks on the what you call it?
Now if that go down, I
What's that
need
shit
to look
called?
into that on the
On the,
stock market.
on
the
the-
Yeah,
world
I think
stock
they're
exchange.
getting stocks
Yeah.
right now, but
OTC. Yeah.
yeah, they
we need to
build
jump on
The
that.
market is building, and
Well,
I've been So,
I'm sorry. I mean, I got a company right now. I'm trying to help go public.
Trying to
Bro,
launch an
that's-
IPO. That's what
yeah.
I'm talking
That's what I'm
about.
saying, bro. And it's like you said, it's health. Because the way even with the way I promote it, it's not irresponsible. I'm never telling people, yeah, take these to a party, go turn up. That's
Yeah.
not really what I be saying. I be like, man, go do something creative. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
gonna make you feel good,
What was I
and
about to say?
it's with care. I like that.
People
Yeah.
create off of that shit. Artists paint.
Yeah.
They create music. Niggas
But
do
what
photography.
what I'm more interested in is like what you just gave. Hold on, what's this? He just gave me this, right?
Right.
Let me see.
Check it out. And like, I don't know if you on TikTok or not, but all
Nigga
they
selling
talk
air?
about.
What's that?
No, he drank it.
Wait,
So,
you,
Drink it. I'm not
you
saying
was supposed
that.
to drink it
Okay,
back.
okay.
You
It's
was
like
supposed
a-
to drink it fast
Can
like
you
that.
explain a little bit what this is?
So, here, can I see?
Yeah, do your
So
thing.
in here is it's about 200 milligrams of caffeine, but if you look here, this little white thing, it's infused with all of the natural ingredients of like lion's mane, reishi, all of the
All the
functional
shit.
ones.
Yeah.
So when you twist the cap, it
it infused.
infuses the liquid right before your eyes.
Was it good? Better
Yeah,
flavor?
You see me? I'm on one.
Yeah, were you supposed to drink it like that though?
Yeah,
like,
it's,
said-
so
he
it's,
said it.
it's an all, it's an all
because he
natural
knocked
5
that shit
hours
back.
energy.
Okay,
That's a
all right.
little baby
I'm
shot.
excited too, though.
That's a baby shot.
Fire.
It was good, right?
Fire. That was smooth. That's why I'm like,
Does it have a flavor?
Orange dreamsicle.
I was
Yeah.
I'm about to say
Fire, bro.
Kool-Aid. Yeah,
I
that's
should've
Kool-Aid.
brought
No, that's that OG popsicle shit.
So you have a company.
Yeah. So my brand is called Clarity with a D, clarity.co. You can find
Yeah,
my
I was
functional,
checking
all
that
my
shit.
functional stuff there.
Okay.
On there, you'll see functional mushroom that I'm most excited about is called turkey tail.
Turkey tail?
Yeah, I've
Turkey
heard of that
tail.
too. Yeah.
So turkey tail's in clinical studies for actually combating cancer.
Damn.
So I'm even like a little nervous.
I was about to say,
it,
you might
know what
want
I'm
to.
saying?
Yeah,
But,
hold on, dog.
I'm super stoked about it. You know,
That's a
'cause
big
I feel
move,
like
though.
That could really help people.
That's a big
right?
move.
No, bro. And you know what's even outside of the actual mushrooms, right? Like, did you know that the so you watch it being grown and stuff? You know the mycelium and all the white shit. You know that can be turned into a product in itself. They build houses with the mycelium I've been seeing.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
That's new to me.
It's a trip, bro. And bro, there's a Netflix actually on. There's a documentary on Netflix about mushrooms, and they break it down. They talk about all the different things that every part of the mushroom does.
Yeah,
It's a trip, man.
I gotta check that out. I'm gonna get more educated because y'all
Dave, you
taught
about
me
to
something
you
today.
about to
I
tap
fell in
in?
love with it, bro.
I'm gonna tap in. They said, I just want to educate myself. I'm
Do you
not no
remember when I was growing
explorer.
at the house? I told you I was growing.
No.
I never told you?
No.
I was.
You got
I
a
was coming
batch?
Up here. Nah, not since I've had my baby. I ain't been growing.
Yeah.
But I grew my own. I grew like 3 ounces at my apartment
Damn.
back in the day, bro. Like
Damn.
3-4 years ago.
You tried it?
Yeah. What?
He said, yeah.
No, I had some PEs back in the day.
Those are
And,
penis
bro,
envy.
Yeah, man.
The fuck is that?
That's the name of the strain.
It's a strain of mushroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They kind of look exactly how they sound too when they grow.
I think I know exactly what
I
you're talking
mean,
about.
I went
I
and
think I
bought.
seen
I
pictures
got
of that
all of the
bullshit.
equipment. I still got it at the house. I got all the equipment. I went through every step of. I had to sterilize everything. It's basically treat my house like a lab. I had to buy a whole thing, cut pieces of it, put it in the dirt, watch it, all of it grow. Bro, the whole process. I'm like, I love it, bro. I was calling myself Michael.
That's why
Jordan.
I asked y'all the question, like, how would they govern it like a dispensary?
How long?
would they? How do they weigh it and sell it? How do y'all price it? And like,
it's still too new. The government's not quite on it. Like there's a lot of stuff that's FDA approved. Like
yeah. So that is who you got the mushroom
It'll be
party
the
with
federal-
federal. Yeah.
Dragon.
What about like a harvest time? Like, you know, is it shorter than growing weed?
Oh, it's much shorter.
Shorter.
Okay, so everything that he was talking about, we sell in a bag. The bag is already pre-made, ready to go. All you have to do is put the bag on the shelf. About 4 or 5 days later, the
Set it,
mushrooms will
forget it.
start coming.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once the bag is kind of full and you see that veil drop, you just go in there,
Like
pluck
a
'em.
chi, like the little old school plant, huh?
Exactly.
So what's
That's
what's that, like a 2-week turnaround? Or
Altogether, 6 weeks.
6?
All
Okay.
together, start to finish.
And guess
but
what?
we take 4 weeks of that out for you, and we just deliver you a bag that's fully colonized, ready to go.
That's
As soon as it gets to temperature, it's gonna start sprouting.
Bro, it's so much shit, bro.
That's what's up.
So even with that, versus weed, ain't no smell. There's barely any electricity. Like, you feel me? It's like the overhead is easy. And once you make one, I think I'm right. You could keep making them. As soon as you could like take a piece and put it in like the petri dish and keep kind of creating it, I believe. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's like once you get, let's say you get a bag like he got or whatnot, you get that, you could take a piece of the shroom and then keep recreating.
Damn.
So it's like,
But I mean, then you got to get back into sterilizing the
I mean,
cocoa.
you gotta
do all that again.
It's the whole
to
nother
whereas
the whole thing. Yeah.
you could just buy another bag for me and be good. I mean, 'cause
Yeah,
the
I
bag's
mean-
gonna be good for 3 flushes. So you scoop out all the mushrooms. It's gonna grow another time. You scoop out, and then it's gonna grow one more time.
What's the bags priced at?
About $30 a bag.
30 bucks.
And how much does it grow each time?
The whole bag is good for about quarter pound, about 4 ounces of dry.
it's a trip, bro.
So that's like a pound wet converts to a quarter pound dry.
I got a whole what's it called? What's the shit called? Not dehumid. What's it called?
Humidifier.
No, but it's called a dehydration. I think that's what it is, right?
dehydrator?
Yeah, a dehydrator.
Let's take all the oxygen out.
And
the
how
air,
long
all
does
the
that
water-
take?
water
Like,
that-
all right, so all right,
water
question.
out
Last
there.
question about that. How long once you get the bag from you, right, and then it grows and you get it out the bag, from that point, how long does it take for you to actually be edible?
It's edible right there. But
The wet ones?
Yeah,
Or
you
whatever?
can eat them wet.
You want them
know,
dry,
But if you want
though,
to
huh?
store them and you want them to, you want to dehydrate them because now they're not susceptible to mold and mildew. If they stay wet, they're gonna mildew out, and you don't want to eat them. So that's the point of drying them. Once they're dry, the shelf life's good for them.
Do you get a more effect with them drier? Or
I think you get a more effect when
they're wet, right?
I believe.
The amount of psilocybin is the amount of psilocybin.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's not.
Okay.
It's just.
If I'm gonna
you're
get
just gonna
another
be
bacteria
eating more
on here,
because, it's wet.
right.
Right?
Okay.
So,
Right.
I mean, I could talk about this all day because I really love this, and I don't want to go too deep because it's like it's still in that weird space. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows it's even if you look at a chart of even the most dangerous drugs, it might be the least.
yeah.
You feel me? It may be even safer than weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody knows it's positive, and eventually it's going to get there. But right now, it's still early, and that's kind of where I'll be
Shout
like,
out to the mushroom world.
My
man.
only issue with mushrooms is I don't like mushrooms. Period. Like.
yeah.
Like in food type shit,
Yeah.
like that shit nasty.
I've grown to love them. I like eating them. I like everything about them at this point.
yeah, same thing. I pretty much have started to acquire in a
Yeah.
taste because I just know how healthy they are for
Mhm.
you, and I'm trying to, I'm in a weight loss journey and all that stuff.
Same.
So I'm trying to shift from eating foods that I taste good to eating foods that do
that you
good.
know. Okay,
That's
I
real,
respect
That helped the mind too.
Because
Yeah.
I've
bars.
The bars.
Oh yeah, no, you just broke it down.
Bars.
down,
I feel
boy.
that. That's
All right, so
what's up.
what's the deal with these? Do you just sell these directly? Because this is all good. It's all
yeah,
great.
so we're in the middle of getting it into distribution. It's going to put them in stores all over, but we'll white label for you too.
Okay.
How much are these per?
We haven't got to
Yeah, I haven't got
the
that.
price yet.
Well, y'all be on the lookout for this microdose, man. Functional with a G.
Man.
From
Functional labs, man.
Function.
And
I
I
love
told you I'll still give you a tour of the lab. You
No,
can
yeah,
come
I'm coming
hang
through.
out.
I'm coming
That's
through for
what's up.
sure. For sure.
Awesome.
I'm
Visit us.
excited about that, man.
Let me know, cause I'm gonna film that shit.
Oh yeah,
Little
we
document
should. We
that
could.
shit.
But this would be it'll be a follow up to this.
That'd be
Basically,
dope.
that'd be hard.
That'd be
That'd be
fun.
dope.
I'm glad we that got me so excited. It's like, but this is a hip hop pod. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah.
take it full on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Full on.
nah,
Devoted.
we talking about
It's just
that
hard because
music.
I'm not really too much into the hip hop world.
Oh no, I mean,
You know?
but this, I mean, we talk about mainly stuff people can, it's not too deep,
Right.
and even questions though, because a lot of people who watch ain't really into it. You know what I'm saying? And I just am like that's all I do. Like,
Right.
it's like even when you came, it was I'm happy you came, but you came like right when I was in a photo shoot, in music, mixing the
Yeah,
project.
because we met
everything.
yesterday in the session. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that's my life. All I do is this, this rap thing. Speaking of that though, I've been working on a project. We're at I'll say 85% done.
Yep.
So excited to drop it. We coming this month. This
month.
month, man, and we also got a new distribution deal. I think we spoke on it slightly a little bit before, but we getting ready to announce this. You want to talk about it a little bit?
You go ahead. Shout out Symphonic. Yeah.
Symphonic, man. 15fifteen x Symphonic. We about to drop my project. I don't even want to tell y'all too much about it. Just know it's dropping October,
It's getting spooky.
and it's getting spooky.
It's
man.
getting
It's
spooky.
getting real spooky. I'm excited though. How y'all fucking with what y'all heard?
Yeah,
Little
that
bit?
shit
Yes,
hot.
man.
That shit hot.
Oh yeah, you
That
heard
shit
some
hot.
too. You
I
fucking
heard
You
with
know
it?
what I
little
mean? I'm real transparent, so if I ain't fucking with it, I'll let you know. So I bet that this bitch rocking.
Yeah. I was about to say,
that
what
shit
you
I
nice.
say right
Nah, I was about to say, nah, I came. I was about to say,
nigga.
I came in this. Nah, I came in this bitch yesterday. I was like, man, put
Yeah.
that shit on,
Oh, yeah.
man. Let me hear that shit again.
So that song that you had, was that Buzzin'?
Yeah, Buzz.
That's you, right?
Yeah, yep.
So how did that whole experience go? I mean,
Buzzin'?
that song went like worldwide, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Shout out to I was signed to Island Def Jam through Beluga Heights, and basically, man, I got signed early, so I was already in the industry for a while. So I would put out like 2 records before that record, and they didn't really. They played in LA and got like Cali and stuff like that, but it didn't really go. And when Buzzin' was about to drop, we dropped it and leaked it to the morning show, to Big Boy in the morning. And they was only playing it in the morning. So I'm thinking it's going to be another one of them ones that just like, okay, get a little buzz.
Playing this point, yeah.
Then when 50 hopped on it, when 50 hopped on it, that changed my life. From that moment on, it's been kind of like I was on the road, fucking with him, just overseas all the time, bro. It was like, changed my life. And now, even now, like I go everywhere, the song get played, clubs, they love, DJs love me because of the record. It's like, it's just, you know.
But
I
so you
love
still
up a lot
perform
of
that shit to this
doors.
day. That
Performing,
shit,
yeah.
that shit
I
still
mean,
go up.
what was the vibe when you guys were in the studio making that? Like, I'm just
Okay, so I'll keep it real.
like, where did it come from?
The
I'm
record
curious.
came from a mixtape session because at this time I'm like, I had the budget was open, and we having sessions all over LA. So I'm like, I got the homies with me from school because I went to Hamilton at that. I was in high school, so I had my homies with me, and we was I was trying to do a mixtape. It was actually, I dropped the tape that it was supposed to be on Even Biz today. So I'll get to that later. But I dropped it, and I was just like, man, let's do some West Coast shit. Like, because the label didn't want me to be from LA. They didn't want me to say I was from LA. Didn't want me to represent LA at all. So I'm like, fuck it, it's the mixtape. Let's do it. West LA, baby. We in there like going up. You feel me? And then the label, they liked, well, not Def Jam, but Beluga Heights. They liked it. So all my people in LA that was working for me was like, man, let's just test it out. You know, but I didn't think it was going to be the one because they didn't want me to be from LA. I'm thinking they going to slide on this, hate on this one. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
It's crazy because it's when I made it, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I didn't think like this.
But that shit worldwide.
Yeah. Nah, that shit.
Worldwide.
I'm sure that
all
was
over the
exciting. Like, right? Like,
What?
now we catching a buzz. And
Yeah, I mean, you got to know though, at this time, I'm like damn near sketchy because I done got my hopes up before.
Right.
And I'm young. So I'm like, man, this shit tricky. I don't know, man. Like, but when 50 hopped on it,
You knew what it was.
Wait. Let me ask a question though. From the time you completed the track, how long did it take for 50 to hop on that bitch?
I will say maybe. So we made the track. Then let's say 2 weeks later, JR remake the track. Originally the verses was longer. It was more of a rap song, and then the hook was there.
Yeah.
But then he remade it, added the bells and whistles. Then boom. Then it goes through the label process before we could drop it. So I'll say like maybe 6 months is when it started playing on radio.
Okay.
And then that's when 50 hopped on it.
That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, see.
That's what's up.
6 months.
I
That's
got a question,
motivation
though.
right there.
When you you said you was in high school, right? You was what?
I was
Junior,
18.
senior,
No, I was
senior year.
Senior year.
And that was your first big deal or first deal period?
No, I had a deal before that.
You had a deal
I had
before
a deal
that?
at 16.
At 16.
I got signed to Epic Records because I had a record called Jerkin.
Okay, I was about to ask you, like, was you in the jerk scene?
Bro, and this is a whole nother thing, but fuck it, we gonna talk about it. I started jerk, like the idea of jerking being a music. Originally, jerking, for anybody who don't know, jerking was some gangster gangbanging shit. The word, even the dances, came from gangs.
LA shit.
So like the Hoovers used to reject. That was like their thing. They used to Hoover stomp, all that. And then the jerking, the niggas from neighborhood used to, that was their shit. The party was jerking. They would say that. And I had a homie from neighborhood in my class, and he'd come back and be like, man, that shit was jerking over the weekend. Da, da, da. And I'm like, okay, when you young, you hearing shit. It's like, okay, that's the new word.
That's
I got
the
you.
word.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got found, they was like, hey, Steve Lobel and them, they were like, we like you. You ain't got no hits yet though. All the records I was making, it was like, go make a hit.
Yeah.
I went home and made a song called Jerkin'. They took that to JR. They took me to the studio the next day after they heard it, and that's when I met Sean Kingston. He in the studio, he listening to it. He like, okay. They make me do the dance. I'm like, yeah, this is what we doing. The day after that, Sean Kingston hopped on it, and JR flipped the beat. All this, this is my first time going to a real studio ever, and all this happened in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean nigga got ice. This after Beautiful Girls. He owned.
I was about to say Sean Kingston was heavy in LA too.
Nigga,
after that too,
the first time I seen Real Diamonds. First time I seen any of that. Real Studio, Chalice Studios.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was
lit.
Man.
And I didn't know they was gonna flip it. I didn't know he was gonna hop on it till the next day.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy to you, huh? Oh my
That
God.
You
jerk-
gotta
shit
remember,
came here
I'm
to Vegas
16
crazy.
at the time.
Damn, that's crazy.
Everything happened naturally.
Hey,
But-
Beautiful Girls was a big ass
Nah,
track
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that was
That nigga was he was a big ass artist.
So he was a pop star.
Mhm.
So it was different than seeing just a regular rapper.
Was they jerking out here in Vegas?
Man, it was a
that took
huge.
over.
It took over Vegas completely. That's where the Dizzy Wright
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I went to school with Dizzy Wright.
Oh, yeah?
And
I got a record with Dizzy.
And you know, rest in peace, Vegas. So they were the ones that were in control of the whole jerking scene. The skinny jeans and backpacks. That's what we was on.
See, but that all came afterwards.
Okay.
See, that's what I was about to say. So after I got the deal, boom, they didn't put it out. They like, this is too regional. And mind you, my song didn't sound like the New Boys. My song was kind of boom. I'm thinking what I see. It wasn't. There was no sound.
There wasn't no sound. Yeah.
So then YG popping though at the time, doing the actual sound, but not saying jerking because he's a blood. That wasn't what they said. This is a neighborhood thing. You feel me? So it was like politics in that. And then guess who broke it?
At the club.
Who broke it was the New Boys.
Yeah.
They heard my song on MySpace and came and just kind of you're a jerk. And it kind of that's what started the actual movement. But they wasn't from LA, so they didn't know the politics.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So it became a whole thing with like we started the jerk. The niggas from Audio Push from the IE. Shout out my nigga Price. He on the new project. They had a jerking record at the same time too. So it was a whole thing with I did it. The whole time I'm like, man, I'm the one who did it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really say it because it was like we never put the record out, so it was no real proof.
No
You
real
feel me?
proof.
It was a whole crazy thing, man. But the jerking shit turned out to be crazy. Like the Rangers, all the dancer niggas went to my school. Jay Hawk was one of my main
I was about to
producers.
say. I was tapped in with
YT, Thizzle, all them.
That was the whole party days. That was when the shit was cracking.
I saw it from
Party,
like,
I was about to
days.
say,
Party,
I seen that shit. I was in the parties and shit before. Man,
Bro,
it'd be stories, man.
Mustard was
the
my
LA
DJ.
shit.
I forgot to mention that.
Man, that's
That shit-
fire.
Mustard was my DJ.
As
during
big
that
as
time.
LA is, that should be
fire.
that shit small, man. That should be.
So
niggas
picture
be-
that, like YG and all them, they was in a group called Pushers. They'll come to where Mustard was DJing
Oh my God.
and turn the party up. And Pushers was just nothing but a group of teenage gangbangers from all different sets.
I mean, that's when they was with TF Third.
Tay
and all-
Third,
oh
yep.
God,
Tay
all them
I
niggas.
was having sessions with Tay all this shit. We all
My nigga Mikey.
went to high school around the same time. It was the whole movement, but I couldn't drop nothing because I was signed.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't drop nothing like that. I was dropping pop records.
Yeah, being
on the
signed
radio,
kind of keep you in
fucking
the box.
with everybody though. You feel me? It was crazy, man, but that was a good time. That's when it all started.
Do you
I
regret
mean,
that?
Regret?
Having to make pop music or
so
whatever?
I look at that like a double-edged sword, like a gift and a curse. Because doing that, I learned how to make songs.
Like complete ballads.
Like right now, I could go make a real record that wouldn't even sound like me, like the stuff you hear now is more so. This is how I make music now, but I know how to make. You got to double the hook 4 times. You got to do this.
It's a lot,
That's the
yeah.
sonics of the. That's radio ready.
The formula. Yeah.
But as a rapper, that's not our world. Our world is raw.
Yeah, so based on, just a little bit of what I heard yesterday,
Yeah, our world
it's a
is
whole different
yeah.
sound. That
Rap
shit,
to me, rap is, for lack of better words, is low hanging fruit when it comes to music, because you really could go in there and lay one verse, one stack, one hook, and it sound like a rap song.
Sound like a rap song.
You feel me? Like that's really rap. But we talking about real pop records. They had me redoing shit over, stacking it. I'm doing 7 takes, and they taking the best piece of each take. That's real. That's when it comes to real
production. Yeah.
But it's like that's when you ready for that. You feel me? Right now we building. We about to make it. You know what I'm saying? We got to build it up.
Music is a big marketing tool.
Yeah.
That's how I look
Because
at
that's
it.
what I think. I skipped a lot of steps, which is why I think people need to see me at the bare minimum and then watch it, because I came in all bells and whistles.
Yeah.
All bells and whistles, and it was too much. I think, when Buzzin' came out, people knew my song but didn't know who I was. You feel me?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that.
So it's all good. I just been connecting the dots, and like right now, I think I'm at a point where musically, I got a lot of people interested in where I'm about to take it. You feel me? Like they done see me independent. They see me with a deal. They see me on my peace life, heavy into like hippie shit.
Yeah.
They see me on my West LA shit. And now they like, okay,
What's next?
what's next? What you about to do? Because I see what you doing. Because it's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
You feel me? It gotta be.
Yeah.
Man, this motherfucker got me talking, dog. What's the deal?
Yeah, that shit work.
That shit work.
drink that before you go to the gym. Oh man.
Man, that's next level.
You said those on your website?
They will be shortly.
Okay, yeah,
right
that's
now
gonna be
they're
dope.
still pre-production. This is the first publicity it's had.
Well, y'all
that's
seen
dope.
it first on here, man.
You've seen first, right?
First on here,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You already know what it is.
Let's talk about some hip hop shit, man. Y'all seen not to get messy, but y'all seen the whole Cardi B Offset shit?
Yeah, we seen it.
You seen
man.
it?
I seen it.
No,
I
I
seen
have
it.
not.
You seen it?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's all over. It's everywhere. You can't miss
You
it right
can't
now.
miss
They
that
put
shit.
they
Yeah.
put their
Fill me
business.
in,
They
man.
put their
So
relationship.
basically,
What's
you know,
going
they gave she asked for a divorce, I believe, or something. They broke up basically, and
You put it out.
She was,
or kill it. Whatever.
she was on live or something talking, and he went into the like on the comments and just was crashing out basically,
Yeah.
and basically told everybody like you fucking niggas why you pregnant with my baby basically. I don't know the exact words or whatnot, but and then I guess after the live she was like yes and did or whatever, right?
Wow.
Messy.
Is that wrong? Y'all think it's wrong or what? Because I don't know. I'm like
What part? I think all that shit wrong.
the
if
whole
you
shit
ask
is
me.
wrong, but like everybody's on her like, oh you nasty, you did it.
She for sure wildin'.
But
She
I mean,
wildin'.
She
shit.
wildin' for sure.
When the
She
women
shouldn't
done,
be
when
out
the
here
woman, when the
busting that
woman
thing
done, I think she basically gonna say what she gonna say to
That's what I'm
hurt you.
saying. Like, why we acting
Right.
It
like
might not be true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like
Yes. I
Even
know
if
You
what
know
you
what I
said.
mean? Like, yeah, that's what's gonna make you mad. Yeah, I did it. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those. So
It definitely could be one of those, but
I just feel like he shouldn't have been in the live.
regardless,
yeah.
like, you
I
know,
I wouldn't have jumped in. I wouldn't have
wouldn't
did that.
Yeah, like to me, I'm like you
It's a
asking for it
it's
at
a
that
certain
point.
man
That's
code you
public.
gotta
we
keep.
all
Yeah.
we shouldn't all see that.
yeah, exactly. That's my
Well,
point. Like
when-
that shit shouldn't even be in the
To add to
streets.
that point, right? Because I'm always skeptical when it comes to the media, and I automatically just think that everything is for publicity and to be relevant,
Yeah,
right? So they knew what they were doing.
yeah. That's what somebody said. They using it as a distraction with all this everything going on.
It's a strong possibility. So I'm like putting your relationship online for everybody to judge, and you got that much status. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. It got to be for a reason.
Yeah, the crash out
publicist
year
gotta-
continues.
yeah.
I feel like this year is just crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
Everything
crazy.
is just
The crash out year. That's crazy.
it's the crash out year. It
Yeah.
started off like that.
It's a reset. I think with everything, just
Yeah, but
the
I
higher
mean,
power of everything.
that shit's kind of like took a lot of people. Like I've been watching, I watch pods too, and everybody's just been tripping off that. That's been the news of the week. And even me, I be like, I know we got to talk about it because we in the algorithm. We trying to, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, damn, we like people just kind of clawing at content like at this point, like, and it's because of the just what gets rewarded.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like you get views when you talk about shit like this, and they gotta know that.
Because you make a product and you hope that you did good by it, but you don't know what the internet is going to take. You be surprised at what they make famous or what people put in front
But
of
are
us.
we surprised? I knew this was gonna be like
One of the
it's
headlines,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, though.
I feel like they knew. Like you have to know. Like if she even after the live gonna say and did, she knew people was gonna take that and run with it.
Right.
Of course.
sure.
I mean, I'm so skeptical that I think, they probably went back. They probably, when the night was over, kissed each other. Good night, baby. Laid right
And like,
back down.
oh, we
together.
got 'em going
Like,
crazy.
Look.
I always think it's
We
some
on
shit
top of
like
the
that, you know
headlines.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Going crazy
I think
tonight,
it's
baby.
all orchestrated all the time. Anytime it comes to media,
Anytime though,
pretty much anytime. I mean,
even the Diddy shit. See, that's the thing about this year. Some shit though, is just a trippy year.
it's trippy. I mean, he recorded everything for a reason.
Yeah.
Wait a
For
second.
real.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's a trip too because that is true. They saying he recorded everything, and there's also shit about him saying like, yeah, they gonna have to get me one day for these parties. Basically, like, yeah, the way I be doing it up, it's just it's so crazy. I'm gonna go down like I'm gonna have to go down.
Yeah.
So he may have knew, cause who else gonna be watching that? Like, why leave the breadcrumbs?
There's so many people in the world now that know who Diddy is that didn't know. Like cultures that are completely not.
You think it's
anything
got
to
him,
do
yeah,
with,
bigger
you know
than
what
he's
I mean?
ever been.
Now he's bigger than
He's
he's
an
ever
icon
been.
now.
Now
Really, he's an icon.
he's
yeah.
everywhere
Yeah.
all the time.
all
Yeah.
the time.
All the radio is playing all of his music that he owns rights to. over
I'm
and
seeing
over
skits
again.
with baby oil all over
Bro,
the social media.
honestly, this shit
that's
going
crazy.
everywhere. They talking about
Johnson
it.
and Johnson
Diddy
making
is
money.
the new meme of the like century. Bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's that big.
That's crazy.
The diddler.
The
The
diddler.
diddler.
That nigga,
Not the diddler.
Y'all
the
remember
diddler.
the Kanye Drink Champs episode where he was talking about Diddy, saying he's a
Yeah.
Fed and he got
Yeah.
a contract with the with them to kind of like ring everybody in and
Yeah.
using this shit as what's it called? Blackmail.
Yeah,
Like, this is how like
yeah, he spoke on that. They said
Kanye
he crashed
said
out,
all
but he
this
was saying
shit.
some other
Yeah,
shit.
all
This is
this
when
shit.
they was calling Kanye crazy,
Yeah.
but crazy
Nah,
niggas is
okay.
always low key saying some real shit.
What's that shit they say about a broke clock?
It's only right
It's
twice,
right
a,
twice,
twice a
yeah.
day.
Nah, that
Twice
shit's
a
been
day.
wild, man.
That shit
Shit
crazy.
real.
That's
That
how
shit
it-
real.
that's-
What else you got on your headlines, man? What we
I
on,
got some
man?
shit. I got some shit. Okay, Future. Future got 3 number one albums this year. Right here. 3 number ones, and he knocked somebody off the. I think.
He dropped 3 albums this year.
Yeah, both. I don't trust. We don't trust you, and then the second one he
I
dropped
haven't
2 with.
heard not one yet.
Oh, that's the one
That's
where. That's the
crazy.
one with the.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's kind of started the Drake shit, right?
Yeah, the one with Like That on there, and then he dropped the one right like 2 weeks afterwards. Remember?
We don't trust you too, or something like
Yeah,
that.
we still don't
yeah,
trust
Yeah,
you.
we still don't trust
Still
you.
don't trust. And then he just dropped.
You're right. You're
Mixtape
right. Damn,
Future.
damn.
And they all went number one. He sold one at 130 this last week.
Damn. Oh,
I gotta
Future
hear
the
that
man
third
right
one.
now.
I haven't
Future
heard
back on his.
I really ain't
He
tapped
back on
in,
his
but
drop.
I have.
Future
I
back on
have
his
tapped
Future
in-
Hendrix
I
shit.
have tapped into the record. He ain't saying shit though. That motherfucker gone.
Which one? The one? Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Going crazy.
Yeah. That shit.
That one's going. And then
I'm like, why the fuck is this shit so hot?
shit
But it's
going.
like this
I
nigga
can't
in here
wait to
not
hear it in
saying
the
a
club.
damn
That's
thing.
like, that's
in
like
this-
when you in the studio. Honestly, if it feel good, don't change nothing.
yeah, that's like just hey,
That's
just
that
record
energy.
everything.
Yeah, like man, don't even
Man.
change. It's working. Don't
Yeah.
even. We had an idea, but no.
That's how niggas come in here and get they tempo though.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they
they
go back
idea,
and
the
then they
flow,
come
you
through
gonna
and put the
mumble it.
words in there. You know,
We
that
playing
nigga said,
another
"Fuck it,
record.
put that shit on the album."
I think it's
Yeah.
called Too Fast. We playing that on our station at 97.5 too.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've heard like a few records. I just haven't sat and listened to the whole thing because I'm a Future fan. It's just it's a lot. It's too much right now. I can't really. I'm not even in the vibe. I ain't been out in a while. I gotta get really on my turn up.
I've been on my Larry June, smooth currency, ride
Yeah.
music,
You on some
like old
mature
school.
Yeah, we all thinking about our health
Wiz,
and wealth, man.
shit, like
I've
man.
been on my boss man.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, that's always.
that's
I ain't
where-
gonna lie.
That's where I'm trying.
Boss
I'm trying to
Man
get on my
D-Lo
boss
is
man.
always the go-to to
You know
turn
what
it
I'm
up.
saying?
Like,
I
yeah.
was the
49,
encore
you
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah,
Route
right,
49.
Did you
so.
go? You ended up going?
Yeah, man, it was lit. Encore Beach Club is always lit.
Oh, okay. No, I
Yeah,
was
that
just
should be
wondering.
going
'cause
up,
Did
man.
you hear anything? No music, no Future.
No, I didn't.
What was they playing?
It was a lot of like the techno stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so the Vegas. The only club that stays hip hop all the time is Dre's. But everybody else, because that's what sells. And I'll tell you, I used to work in the club industry. I still kind of do. Like if you need tables or whatever you need, just you hit
Tap
me.
in.
But the secrets to the mega clubs out here is they play music based on crowd control, and they don't really like hip hop or rap music because they don't like the crowd that comes with it. One, they don't tip, they don't pay a lot of money, and number two, they're rowdy.
yeah.
And I'm telling you this on from a security standpoint. Anytime that we had Tyga or any of those guys like Mustard been at Tao Beach a bunch of times,
Yeah.
it gets rowdy, and things are we're always on edge. But when we have like a Linium or any of those like EDM DJs, it's
It's a club.
Ooh, that's a deeper and darker conversation.
it's tough.
That
Hip-hop
is
do
crazy.
bring. I mean, we got a lot of 808 in our music, so it brings a different energy. You know what I mean? It brings that out. When you want to go turn up, you gonna turn up, and you start drinking, you might,
You play a certain type of music for a certain type of energy,
You
right?
think it's the 808 or the subjects?
It's the. I believe that 808 shit is true because
No, I
they
think
say
it's
that
a
note is
vibration.
like the
So,
the
but-
devil's note type
So,
shit.
but are we saying that EDM and techno don't have 808s?
I mean, I see those guys that are on the that are dancing and they're all drugged out and you know, they seem possessed too. You
That's
know
what I'm
I mean?
saying.
Like they're completely out of body more than you know the hip hop
more
stuff.
than
If the
hip-hop.
hip hop stuff is everybody's watching they back.
Yeah, it's a
The
paranoid.
EDM shit, nobody's in body. They're all out of body, and they're just
shit.
you know what I mean.
See,
Going
It be hella drugs involved with that shit.
but if it's hella drugs and it's safer or less rowdy, then to me, I'm like, okay, that something is cool. You feel me? Like
you
for our shit, if just to hear somebody in hip hop that that shit kind of bring a different. It just don't feel good because it's like I know what you're saying.
But you got to think about what city we in. We in
no,
Vegas.
that's everywhere though.
You think?
Yeah,
110%.
Yeah,
Is
I'm pretty sure it's everywhere.
There's hip hop clubs in LA, right?
Yeah,
I think it's thousands of owners that lost their venues due to hip hop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's hip hop
Incidents
overall because
happen.
LA for a long time was playing a lot of techno. I remember when I first started going to clubs, that's how it was. Then it is like a rap scene, but but LA to me it's known for getting rowdy.
Yeah.
It's known to be fights and
That's just LA, the dark. That's the LA eerie vibe. But
I'll even say like it's like the rowdy stuff we can handle. And you know I even really hate to say it and go here, but the truth is the truth. It's about money, and you know our culture is not really keen on tipping.
Yeah, and even that part,
You know,
yeah.
so like
security budget be short.
Yeah, Vegas is a tip city. Like when you come to Vegas, everybody's hoping that you tip them, no matter where you're at or what you're doing.
Right.
So if our bottle girls aren't getting tipped, if our bussers ain't getting tipped, if our security's not, if nobody's getting tipped, why do we even want this crowd here? To when we can have an EDM crowd and they throwing hundreds at all of us.
Yeah.
So
It's a money thing more
hip-hop
than it
is
is.
broken rowdy.
Yeah.
God damn.
Especially
broken rowdy. Damn.
Vegas gonna bring it out of you because you do have to tip everywhere you go. It's only right. It's the way of living.
Nah, yeah.
And
I understand that
Yeah,
though.
and I
from a
love my
business point of
people.
view.
I'm not talking down at all. That's
No,
just
yeah, of course.
I'm just talking from being employed on them sides. You know, just understanding and talking to the managers and the owners of the club, and I say, man, how come we don't have more hip hop stuff?
You know what though?
And that's what the
Cheap.
answers I would get.
So like
Cheap.
distro event I went to, I'm not gonna lie, they wasn't playing hip hop, but they was playing like Afro beat with the piano mixed with that type of lo-fi type vibe, and it was still jumping though.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
shit.
BPM match.
I love Afro beats.
But it was still our people, and it was
Yeah.
still like there was some money flowing that motherfucker. I think that I think
It's a smoother vibe.
it's a smoother vibe. It's something that we should probably start because I'll be thinking about how like even the artists in Vegas get more just more looks, and I always think hip hop, but even with that, like maybe it's time to kind of expand the sound a little bit. It can still be rap, of course, but like I was listening to some shit with like disco type vibes to it. And
I've
niggas
been
was
liking
rapping
a lot
though.
of country lately.
Like the homie, who was here last night, Ra.
Oh yes.
That type of feel.
Yeah.
That's some real smooth shit that get played, and that's some Vegas shit. Like
Because-
Vegas not the big for like hip hop shit, really though.
Yeah.
Like
And like you were saying though, like this year, I feel like a lot of shit is crumbling. And even with Kendrick, the way he been dropping and what he's been talking about in the music, I do feel like something new gonna have to come. Because a lot of shit, like even watching Diddy's case, we all in hip hop, I feel like watching as like, ooh, I used to think flying hoes in was cool. I used to think a freak off would be tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what we was taught. Because everything they saying he was doing with at all these parties is not like I didn't think that was happening. Yeah. No, I knew niggas was fucking. It was a lot of people fucking probably. But
we had a tougher core.
Huh?
Bro, we had a tougher core. If something happened to you, it happened. Now people was more like, no, I'm a victim.
man, at the end of the day, I feel
up.
like all these females was paid regardless of anything. So I feel like
either they was paid or hoping to get paid. But either way, it's still something I think we as a culture are starting to question. Like, is that really what it's all about? Is it really all about the party?
Yeah. What's your intention? That's everybody want to know your intention. What's your intention? Even when you get a phone call, what you up to? What you want, man? Talk to me. Yeah. What's your intention? So I think that's like one of the biggest things now. So you go to a party and they giving out drugs, like, what y'all trying to get me high for, man? Keep that shit. What you trying
I
to
feel
do?
like what they really after Diddy about is prostitution. And that shit is not legal.
Okay, but even if it's prostitution, that's been pushed in music.
I know that shit.
Like
Back in the day, that shit was legal, nigga.
what they're
Vegas was built off of prostitution and fucking gambling and.
but
what they're after Diddy for is because he pissed off some people that he
Oh
shouldn't
God!
have pissed off. If he would like those liquor execs with Ciroc and them, if he would have never pissed them people off, he'd probably still be doing what he's supposed to do.
yeah, I mean, overall, that,
True.
but at the same time,
Pissed the
taking
wrong
into
people off.
consideration the whole year and everything's been going on with Kendrick and Drake, what they're talking about, the culture, everything, and how he's brought it all into question. On top of that, the Diddy thing and what's going down, I do think there has to be some sort of narrative change in hip hop. Has to. Because unless we're going to let it just keep happening, which I don't think you can.
Yeah.
You can't talk about the same stuff as
I mean,
we
we are in an election right now too, though. So the media kind of control. You know, they got the narrative. They putting everything out. So
They trying to distract people, man.
yeah, it could be a big distraction. You know
But
what I
at
mean?
the same time, I hate to see it. You know, I hate to see my black idols go down. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know,
I'm not too. I mean, I'm definitely. I don't like seeing it, but I'm with. I've always wanted it. I wanted it to just something drastic to happen.
I'm not with the rape shit though.
No, hell no.
Hell
nah.
When I say I want something drastic, I'm only talking about hip hop.
Yeah, no,
about Diddy.
all the case.
I'm talking
shit,
about. I
yeah.
want something. Actually, the whole world. I
The
want
whole
something
world.
drastic to happen to where we can get on a right track because everything feels outdated.
Bring on the alien invasion. Come on.
yeah,
We're talking about it.
Y'all praying for a downfall.
We got a lot of
Hell,
creators,
But
man.
some shit gotta go crazy in order for anything to change. Because if everything is just keeps going how it's going, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about the monetary system. I'm talking about the school system. I'm talking about even like just the way this whole shit is set up. It don't make sense no more to me. It probably did when they wrote up all the laws
the
and
information
everything.
there. Now
but
we ask questions.
Shit gotta get updated.
We don't follow nobody.
Nothing
it's a
is
lot of
updating
leaders
with
out here.
the
Everybody is
technology we
like,
got.
nah, I'm gonna do my thing.
Well, and
That's
greed.
Oh,
Greed.
yeah.
It's going to be really hard to get rid of the greed. I think if we can somehow not make people greedy,
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
it's not going to happen. Right? That's what really needs to change
Right.
because that's where all these lawmakers
But
and all
that's
these
it's
politicians.
more so capitalism, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but then you
which
get
is
into,
greed.
Yeah, but you get into socialism.
But greed
and
is
it's
baked
like,
into capitalism. I feel like
You got to have a little bit of greed.
in order to win, that's the game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you need money to survive. So
But that's what I'm saying. Why you don't?
you do.
No,
I mean,
you
you
don't.
don't.
You
Technically,
really- can
what
you
you talking
eat
about?
money?
You living off the grid
No,
type
I'm
shit.
not even, it don't. But it don't have. Like all I'm saying is, it don't have to be this way. We
Yeah.
all just made an agreement that it is this way.
Right.
But I can't eat money. Money. You don't need money. You need resources.
True. I see what you're saying.
You know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
you're
Like if we
saying.
found a different system.
Like back in the day when niggas used to work on the barter system.
Yeah, but no. I mean, the thing is do we feel like we in a society where we have scarcity or abundance? That's really the question. Do we have enough for everybody or no?
I think it's kind of dark or whatever, but I just think there's too many somebodies. Like
Not really, though.
Every day I wake up, I see myself agreeing more and more with what Thanos was on. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that take for sure.
But the crazy thing is, you got to think about it compared to like, what is it, China or something like that. They got like 3 times as many people as we do in our country. You feel me? And I believe we're bigger than them, right?
I don't know.
I'm
Now
not,
you
sure.
going into
I'm not
specifics where I
too good
don't
on
know.
the geos, but
All-
I believe our continent is bigger than theirs. So it's like I'm not too sure.
We hoard natural resources. Yeah,
Yeah.
America does. We don't. We take everybody else's oil. We take everybody else's gold. We take everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, this is very true.
I think the whole world has enough for everybody.
To
and
be
we
good.
we act like we live in scarcity. We act like it's not enough.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets more
But
people
what do you
fed.
mean
That's
enough?
great.
Okay, what do you
What do
need
you
to live? What do you need to live? Food and
Food,
housing, right?
housing,
What are we talking about?
water. That's
That's what I'm
pretty
saying,
much
y'all-
it. I mean, technically.
Technically.
Due to, I mean, people need entertainment. Understand?
Sure,
You
like,
need-
all
people
of these
need
things though, but
entertainment.
I'm just saying, like,
People die born.
do you think we have enough places for people to live? If everybody, to
No.
give everybody a house, or
I
not
mean,
a house, but everybody
land?
A dwelling.
Yeah, dwelling.
Shit, no.
Yeah,
Come on,
I think we
y'all.
do. I think we do
I
technically.
definitely think we do.
For sure.
We
Because
talking
you want to
about
know, there's places in fucking United States that's just plain. Nigga, there's places in Vegas that's nothing but desert.
and we have the technology now to build houses and what you call it, print houses, right?
Like them
You can
little
3D print
tiny,
houses.
But
them
think
little
about
tiny
it, though.
houses.
If
little
everybody
storage
had a
boxes.
house, you had your girl, how many kids would you have? Everybody have 10 or 20 kids if they didn't have to pay for nothing.
See, but what if
It
there
wouldn't
was a
be no-
system where it was a cap?
It should be
It's like there's
overpopulated.
different ways. I just feel like we just ain't even looked at.
No, I think there's a lot of movement on where we're going now. There's a lot of rumors of the COVID shot making us infertile.
Mm-hmm.
People having to, a lot of the gay stuff or whatever, people incubating babies like in a machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of with the futuristic new kind of world order kind of deal where you gotta apply to have a kid.
Yeah.
I think you should because
Because you got somebody working that's paying for it, somebody that's not. It's like, it's
that's the socialism, right? So
Yeah, so it's how
the
the status-
socialism system.
Yeah.
I agree with you that we have to find something,
Mm-hmm.
but capitalism, I feel like it's necessary, but also we need to look at how a lot of this stuff is made, and we got to change something. Something's got to change.
That's how I feel. I for sure feel like
I mean,
feel like
we
this
gotta-
with the technology we got now, we should update the system. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's really neither here nor there. I just kind of took it there.
I like y'all input though. That's dope.
That's deep though.
Yeah.
Apply to have a kid.
No, yeah, apply that.
How many kids do you want? Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got a daughter. She's 4.
All right, when you grew up, how many kids did you think you or told yourself you wanted? How many?
I never really thought about
Nah.
it.
God,
What about you, Dave?
I got kids.
No, I know you got
I
kids.
got kids,
I know you got
dog.
I
kids,
didn't
but
think,
when you
I thought I was gonna be like I was more like into how can I say it? How can I say this? I thought I was more like American Gangster. That was my image, like
okay,
mafia living. Come
okay.
see me in a big house in the back. I'm always at home, dungeon out.
That's hard.
Dope people around me.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I
Same.
thought on the mafia
Okay.
level.
I'm still going for that.
Yeah. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
God.
Catch me at the round
What
table.
about you, man? I know
Man,
you're a father, right?
Yeah, I got a daughter. She's 2, and I see me having no more than 3, but I want 2.
Yeah.
If I could get a girl and a boy,
It'd be
You'd be
bad.
set.
it'd be dope.
That's what I
That's
told
what I
my-
want.
I told myself I wanted 2 boys.
Mm.
I got a son. He's 7, but I told myself I wanted 2 boys growing up. But now I got a niece, and she made me want a daughter so
Nah,
bad.
It's amazing, man. I
Girls
love
is
my
the
daughter.
best,
That's
I
my
ain't gonna
best
lie.
That
friend.
shit crazy.
I say like when leading up to when I found out, my girl was pregnant, and I was like, man, I really wanted a boy, and I didn't want a girl. My girl took it as me thinking that women were less or whatever, and that's not all the
That's
case.
funny, yeah.
The thing is that I know, like, for my daughter, I would probably bury somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like, as my son, I'd be like, well, little nigga,
You gotta
good.
figure it out.
Yeah.
You got you. I got you.
And that's
But
why
for
I
my daughter,
understand.
like, now I gotta be her protector, and and I'm also scared of the world and how sexually it is, and I don't want my daughter to fall into.
That's a different.
That's why I was gonna
That's
ask
a
you, like,
whole
your daughter,
different thing, man. Like bringing up,
especially
raising a
young
woman.
woman in Las Vegas, like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
that's
and I've seen a lot, being born and raised here.
I
and
know it's different.
And
I
last-
know
You
it's
got
different.
both.
I got both. I got boy and girl. So my girl, I'm more protective over her. My son, I let him do his thing. But my girls, I'm nah, hell nah. I gotta make sure
That's a topic right there, though.
Yeah,
like
they gotta understand
raising
life.
a young woman in Vegas.
My
Vegas.
son, I had to learn how to be his like a listener.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Less fathering. I had to be like, you know what I mean? My girl, women, they gonna tell you how they gonna do things. You fuck they whole day up and then to tear your day down too. So you gotta kind of like let women do their thing.
Yeah, man.
Had to push. So I learned that from my daughter for sure.
Jesus.
Her being a teen and all that. So that my little teenager,
I'm scared.
It's
Spooked.
it's a different level.
Spooky
Yeah,
J,
I say
man.
world population and all that, man. I get it. That's a deep topic, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you're trying to protect your kids, you want to make sure you got some type of law governing it.
Yeah.
Something to protect them.
Not a
when you're
bunch of
around.
crazies running
Yeah,
around.
not a bunch of crazy people just thinking everything is just all wild, like wild and out in the open. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
yeah.
that shit big, bro.
That's crazy.
Y'all getting deep on me, bro. It's getting deep,
Man.
man. I fuck with it though, man. I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
That's
What
crazy.
else we got, man? Oh yeah, October coming up, man.
Oh,
2
yeah.
days away. Y'all gonna be for Halloween. What's the deal?
I was thinking about that yesterday because we gonna do something here. We're gonna do a haunted house
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah. That's hard.
So we're gonna announce it soon too, though. So I was thinking about that yesterday. What I want to be because I don't.
You
dress
should be
up.
Jack Skeleton.
Who the hell is that?
You don't know who
Nightmare
Jack
Before
Skeleton.
Christmas?
Oh yeah. The
That'd
tall,
be
skinny
hard.
one with the little tuxedo.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, put
I'm
the
trying-
white on my face, huh?
That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Nah,
But
Call them
Halloween.
hood skeletons.
y'all heard it
Yeah,
first
put some
here.
flood
15fifteen haunted house, man. Bring the kids and shit. We're gonna be doing it out for all the family and
Yeah,
shit.
we want some candy. Have all the rooms decorated, kind of spooky. We're gonna do something
Real
dope.
spooky.
Y'all be
man?
going trick or treating?
Oh,
Yeah,
The
of
kids?
course,
Yeah.
man. You know, that's my favorite. Hey, man, the holiday season is my favorite time of the year, man. It starts from Halloween, then then it just goes on. You feel me? And then my birthday is in January, so
Oh, nice.
you know how that
Nah,
goes.
this is. I've been looking forward to this motherfucker though. I'm not gonna lie.
To October.
The October to Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving
to Christmas,
to
that,
Christmas.
little run.
That's
That little
the
run.
That
holiday
little run is a
season,
nice
man.
little
That
run.
shit.
Everything.
Then New Year's
and
right
niggas-
behind it.
And niggas start throwing his hoodies on. You
Yeah,
feel me?
That's when
yeah.
niggas get fresh, man.
That's when it get real.
When niggas get cold and to put that
Put
shit
the coat,
on,
put
man.
them hoodies on, man.
Put
them
that shit
hoodies
on.
You like
Summer, we be chilling.
the summers out here or what?
No.
Just used to them though.
Yeah, I'm used to them. Nobody likes 120 degrees. You gotta be crazy to like that. I don't get it.
Have you ever lived anywhere else?
Not long enough for it to say living there.
Okay, I respect.
Would you want to move somewhere else?
Yeah, I think ideally I'm gonna try to, for the summers, probably disappear to like Tahoe, you know what I mean, where it's like 78 degrees all
Yeah.
day, and then in the wintertime come back home to avoid the snow.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah.
I would not mind
sounds
doing-
real-
having a nice little summer.
I was about to
getaway
say, that
and
sounds
still
real
be in
player.
Vegas.
Yeah,
Real
Yeah.
player.
I've thought about that. For
even
sure.
Mount Charleston. Even if I had something up there.
Do they got spots?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
never been to Mount Charleston?
No, I've been to Mount Charleston. I just never seen no
communities
places.
like
They
that.
got communities.
Fly
I know
ass
that they do
spots
got
up
houses
there.
up there.
Well, they got
They
houses.
sure
I don't know
do.
about
Sure
the
do.
night.
Oh yeah, no. We went up there before we had the baby. We went up there like every year.
Yeah, shit.
We're gonna take her when it starts snowing for sure.
Yeah.
I love Mount Charleston, man.
That
shit's
shit fun.
I want to go skiing up there though.
Mm.
You done it?
Nah.
Hell no. I've been skiing before.
Hey man, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. dog. You know.
Yeah, I ain't never tried no skiing. That's one of them things I never tried.
I tried snowboarding. That shit cool.
I tried both, man. I was in the French Alps one time, nigga, for a
Damn.
show.
Damn.
And they had everything was paid for.
You
nigga.
see how you just dropped that real smooth?
That's
out
the
of
only time I
the
tried
French
it.
Alps, real quick, rich
the only
nigga shit.
time
You
I
know,
tried it,
yeah,
bro.
real
That
smooth.
shit was
Shit,
tight,
dog.
man. It was fun. You got a French fry and pizza. That's how you stop pizza. And then
Damn.
you French fry to go straight.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm a professional, but
Hey, yeah, I ain't put that
That
on.
nigga said,
That shit was fun,
Real
man.
fried pizza.
That's what we gotta
all right,
do.
man. Let's get back into it though. There's some new music coming out. We get y'all take on it. Kanye said he about to drop a solo album. He's taking a break from Vultures with Ty to drop a project called Bully. And I guess he played the record. I ain't heard the record, but are y'all tired of Kanye yet, or what's up? Like,
No, I rock with Kanye.
I fuck with Ye. I don't know. I'm not.
I'm a
like-
supporter.
I like Ye creative side.
Look, man. I'm gonna forever be a supporter of Ye, man.
I love Ye, and I love the first Vultures. I listened to the second Vultures quick. It didn't really keep me, and now I'm like, I don't know.
I fuck with Ty personally because
I
I
fuck
know
with Ty.
I know Ty, so it's like
Yeah.
you know.
I fuck with Ty too, and I don't know when Kanye hopped on like that with Kendrick. I think I was like my last straw for it. I
done
heard
with
that
it?
when he did the remix, it was like Kendrick, don't worry, I got you, and then tried to come
Wait, he
out.
dropped the
I
remix?
haven't even heard that,
What
bro.
the fuck?
I didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't
bro.
hear that.
The beat wasn't that bad. The
I
beat
didn't
was
think it was
hard,
bad.
but
His
it
verse
just
was trash?
unnecessary to me.
Oh,
Was
It
his
was
verse trash?
unnecessary.
I don't think
No, it wasn't
no,
bad.
I
It's
don't-
just you coming in. It's like nobody was thinking about let this moment be this moment, and then you come out of nowhere. Not even the verse wasn't even connected to the song. It's just a whole separate Kanye verse, different production, and he just going in. Now he got to get his 2 cents off.
Well, I
of
mean,
him, too.
he felt counted out. You know, they talking
It
about the
wasn't
big,
about him.
but they talking about the big three, right?
He
Which is
need to focus on
Kendrick?
his no.
Drake
and
J.
J.
Cole, right?
But-
And he's like, well, what?
What's
where-
up with
No,
me?
Yeah, older than them
that's
niggas,
what I'm
though.
saying.
Like, he's
He's
not
with-
even-
He dropped an album with Jay-Z. Y'all the big two. Y'all the throne.
Yeah.
Y'all the throne. That was an era. We talking about these three, and it really did because Jay-Z would have felt some way too. I'm like, we know Jay is Jay.
Yeah.
We know Ye is Ye. After them,
So it
the
is
big
a
three.
level in hip hop you think that you can't be touched.
I mean, no, not no more. 2024, nigga. Like niggas can be touched.
Anybody
Everybody
can be
waiting on
touched.
Jay right now.
Anybody can
Everybody
be touched.
acts like Jay-Z's next, and
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, I hope not. I'm
Yeah.
praying not.
Yeah.
Because Jay is to me is the pinnacle of where you want to go in this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of people's destination who've been on this journey to try
yeah,
to
nobody
do
can touch
music.
Jay-Z. To me, nobody can touch Jay-Z as far as rapping. On top of just the way he set his life up, nigga. Wife, you got, and you put out an album that's adult. I love 444.
Yeah.
I love that album.
That album was dope.
He talking that real shit on there. He
Fact.
broke the
I was
whole
still in the
Jay-Z
barbershop at the
character
time.
and
We
was
was
talking
listening
about
to that in
shit I
there.
never
That
thought he
was
would
dope.
speak about.
Facts.
So I mean, he goated, but
Jay-Z for sure got it.
we started this. Oh, Kanye
Yeah,
album.
we on Kanye.
Y'all,
yeah.
but are y'all excited about it?
I didn't know anything
Nah.
about it.
But
No.
but now that you know,
Yeah.
are you going? Oh shit, yeah,
No.
drop. It's over with, right?
Nah, I
we
mean,
gonna
honestly, I haven't
That's-
been like that for a while about his
That's what I'm
music, to be
saying.
honest. But I'm
curious
still
on
a
the
Ye
producer
supporter.
side.
I kind of don't even. I'm not even.
Well, it's
tripping.
produced all by him and everything.
I don't know, but it's
He
it's a
always
solo
been creative.
album.
He always just been creative to me with
Yeah,
how he do his
yeah,
beats
you
and
already know
everything.
how he
Now
do.
that
No, I
I'm kind
love-
of like counting and doing it too, I'm
No,
like,
he's
yeah, I want to
he's
see.
tight. I've got Kanye fatigue. I think.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm
so you
saying?
know.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little.
You
Kanye
ready for some new
fatigue.
faces, huh?
No, I just want him to take a little time to get whatever he's pushing together first. Like right now, he's in a weird area where I don't know if he dropped or not, if it's on streaming or not, if these songs are done or not. Like nigga, like like it's almost a little too creative for me.
Oh yeah,
And he got to that point. Not saying he's not a genius, but now it's not even focused.
yeah.
It's just I'm gonna drop an album. I'm dropping this today.
Say that creative control.
Release
is
party in
serious.
China, like nigga, sit down, dog. Like,
You got it. He
and
was
I've been riding for Ye, but at this point it's just too much.
You know, I've never really been able to relate.
To Kanye,
Yeah, no.
even
really.
the first 3 albums.
I like, I always grew up listening to like Juicy J and like, like I listen to music for the sound.
This
and
nigga said Juicy J first.
J.
like, no,
Nah.
shit,
not.
that was.
That's
He
hard.
one of the top. He one of the top producers too. He sampled the most.
Nah,
too.
Juicy J is a
A
legend,
lot of his
too.
music is sampled.
And
But to me, he's always seemed like a South legend because I never really grew up listening to him.
yeah,
Yeah,
me
from
and South and West Coast. That's it. I
My
ain't
brother
really-
was one of the biggest 3-6 Mafia fans ever, bro.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He
Nah.
bought the CD.
I
He
for sure
worked
caught
that.
on late a little bit with them. Like I like they singles, but I never really went to their albums and nothing like that.
No,
Me
yeah.
neither.
We
Ain't
had
gonna
that in the
lie.
house for sure.
Yeah,
I like
growing up, I was off of like shit, real
Like
LA
Terry
shit,
Club.
or
That's all.
He was
Or-
evil, bro.
Bias.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a heavy Bone Thugs and Harmony fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
no. I gotta say I'm a big Cash Money fan too.
That too,
Yeah.
Cash
Yeah,
Money and No Limit.
I like D40 and Too Short. I love the Bay
Yeah,
shit
yeah, the
too.
Bay.
Oh,
That's-
yeah,
that's West Coast.
That's what I was about to say.
Like, so, like-
Besides West Coast shit, like I'm talking about, like outside of West Coast shit. That's pretty much all that I was listening to. Really, No Limit.
I didn't really listen to Jay-Z for real. I don't.
No, my mom was playing Jay-Z for some reason. I was like,
Yeah,
I for some reason that was the only East Coast nigga my mom ever played. And then I was like, this
Jay-Z?
nigga got gang. I remember when it clicked one day what he was saying. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he
I was
talking-
like maybe 12 or something after I start rapping.
Yeah,
Now
that's
it's
it.
clicking. I'm hearing it. It ain't just words.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga saying some shit right
He
now.
give me
that's
the
how I
script.
was with the Pac and Biggie shit.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I always listened to Pac, but I never was big on Biggie. But I was like, I never figured out why they even compared to them niggas.
You know what's so crazy, bro? I was not a big Pac fan growing up.
What?
I loved the big songs, but I used to go to the albums and they never did it for me. I had to go back. I went back for sure. Growing after I got older, and yeah, they tight, but I do like Biggie's albums a lot. I love Biggie's albums a lot. Actually.
See,
like,
that's how.
Life After
That's
Death
how I had a late appreciation to that.
Ready
shit.
to
That was
Die.
two different productions too, though. Biggie
Pac
had
is just
more
raw,
like
though.
a-
Like,
yeah,
Pac is the.
was raw.
I like
He
Pac the
wasn't-
same reason I like Wayne mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
But they both poets, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Pac got some
Like from the
harder,
same
like Pac
coast.
got like Dear Mama and Brenda Got a Baby, all those type songs, and what's that other one? You Appreciated and Live and Die in L.A. Those records are my favorite Pac type records.
Yeah.
Those ones, and I like the gangster shit too, but there's a lot of like mid Pac songs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, no,
He
there
said,
are.
like mid.
He got,
Pac
but
stuff.
his peaks are so high though,
Yeah.
and to me Biggie was just more so like Pac's peaks is here, his mid songs is here, and Biggie just stayed in this motherfucking area. Just all this shit just kind of
Yeah, everything raw.
and that's me being unbiased. More music. Dej Loaf is coming out of retirement.
I like her sound.
I love Dej Loaf.
I
man.
do, but it's like, never mind.
No, I said you can't do that. We ain't doing that.
Where you been, baby?
Oh yeah.
Where you been? That's the question. It's like, and then why come back? Like,
See, but then that's like me. To me, like, you know, you got to be figuring shit out. She probably was figuring shit out. Like,
you're right.
she came out with a lot
That's
of
why I
support.
said, let me stall her out because I like,
Yeah.
I
A
like
lot of
Dej
them
And
Loaf.
she had to
executives
refigure
quit.
it
I
out.
like
Like,
Dej
shit.
Loaf, and she's
Larry over there
She
quit.
beautiful
I'm
too. I
back
love,
on it.
I love a chocolate woman too.
That's
She
real.
beautiful.
Nah, Dej
And I
Dej
respect
was
that.
cool.
Executives got fired.
I remember
man.
she was
Everybody do
she
their
was
own
she was
thing
with
now.
Lil Durk for. Remember y'all?
Yeah, I do
that?
remember that shit.
She was a Lil Durk. She was doing them songs with Jacquees. She was
She
doing her
has
thing.
some
It's
shit.
just she probably got lost. This industry will eat you up, man.
Yeah,
Shit,
you're right.
Hours and hours and hours.
You're right.
man.
You're definitely right.
You know, yeah. You say you fuck with her too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she dropping an album called End of Summer. I don't know if it's out now or about to drop, but I just seen that, so it's something I want to check out. And then Dom Kennedy dropping.
Oh yeah.
They got a project called Class of '95.
I'm a fan of Dom.
I fuck with
Class
Dom.
of '95. So the title, I'm like, is he saying he graduated in 1995?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dom old. I mean, respect to my older. Hey, respect to my older cats. You feel me? But
95 is like, I didn't know you graduated. I graduated in 09, so that's more than 10 years older. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that, but I just thought that was interesting. But y'all looking forward to that?
Yeah,
Dom fans?
yeah, I'm a Dom.
I fuck
fan.
with Dom heavy.
I like
Yeah.
what Dom put on his album, like the features. He
West
always
Side
get somebody who
OPM.
need recognition. Like,
Dom he's just a classy guy.
Yeah,
Like his
yeah.
music is just like,
That's
you
the
a
type of
classy-
shit I ride to.
Yeah, like,
I
but you
said.
really LA though. You really
Yeah.
like showing like you speak my language, but in the classy. It's like cursive. You feel me? Like, fuck with my nigga Dom. That's coming
he
out.
Like the,
He like a bougie hood.
Booze, yeah, it's just
how,
like
how
yeah,
Larry
that's
June is to Oakland.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how he is to
exactly,
LA.
exactly. He's
Yeah.
like a Larry June of
that's real.
Or
to
Larry June,
LA.
like the other way
and
around.
vice
however it
versa.
go.
Really,
Yeah,
you know,
however it go.
respect.
So this one is like kind of. I gotta get y'all input. This nigga Ice Cube is dropping another album.
Why y'all do that
Damn, I
shit?
don't know
Why y'all
damn
do
me
that
and Dev had
shit?
that same-
Oh
Stop.
man,
Man,
This
I'm
We
nigga-
trying to be cool on this mug.
Hey, he just performed at the end.
I
last
know I
weekend.
wanted to go too. Like
Yeah,
you laughed
it was
all-
lit.
You
It
went?
was, it was a good time, man.
Damn, I wanted to go to that motherfucker.
He still got it.
He still got it.
He still
He was
got
talking
it.
about Diddy. You see me? He mentioned the Diddy shit.
Man, it was a crazy night. It was
He said it was a crazy night.
So I'm a huge Ice Cube fan. Like I love Cube. I love his movies. Everybody compare me to him when they see me. They be like, "Nigga, you remind me of Cube." You know what I'm saying? Like everything. How he's just still dedicated to the West Coast. That's how I see me as an older guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I do like I don't know about Cube's music anymore. Like everything I've heard, he don't even sound.
But that's why I was just saying, like, at what level do you reach? If you keep performing,
Yeah.
do that keep you in a race?
Yeah, because at this point I've seen it. Because LL Cool J just dropped the album, and that motherfucker hard.
really.
Yes.
Mm.
And
Oh,
LL Cool J
that's
older than
crazy.
all of them. Jay-Z dropping
But
albums.
once you reach goated, you can't be touched. I think Cube
no,
reached
Q
that.
can't be touched.
They can't be touched
but
at all.
I still want good music, and I still feel like it's our job to say,
If
like,
it's good or not.
yeah, because I heard the snippet, and it's just like, you don't even. I want you to be inspired to push the sound too a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about right now in LA history. It's, to me, I don't care what nobody say, battle done, whatnot. After Not Like Us, the door's still open.
It's still open.
You one of our OGs. You don't work with nobody new. You don't really even talk about but you say West Coast all day in your music, but you ain't mentioning nothing about the coast. Like none of the new cats. Out of
Yeah.
all of them, I don't see him ever like Snoop reaching, you know what I'm saying?
Cube
Never
remind me
doing
of
none of
my
that.
like an uncle. Like I ain't.
But
fucking
he
with them
seemed like
young
an uncle
niggas.
that
I don't
ain't-
want nothing to do
that
with
ain't
them young
fuck-
niggas. None
Yeah,
of that.
but
young
come
crowd.
on, bro.
None of that new shit.
Come on, Cube, you the one. You
Yeah.
wrote for Easy.
Mhm.
You the
I
Genesis.
like what he did with the big three.
No, yeah, I mean, but that's
dope.
all outside.
Business wise,
I'm talking West Coast rap scene.
Yeah.
And if you gonna put your name back in the hat, then fuck it, we gonna
You
talk
gotta-
about
yeah,
it.
you gonna talk about it. I
Because
see
you
what
dropping
you're
an
saying.
album. Now it's my opportunity. Okay, so you in the music, you in the studio.
Yeah.
Are you bringing the young cats through? You getting some new sauce? You getting inspired? Or are you trying to just separate yourself and just always be OG status, never really give back, but you still West Coast all day?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point we gonna be like, come on, man, like
Come on, give us some music. Give us
yeah,
something.
fuck with us.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
can fuck with you, because I want to be on here like nigga Cube dropping some bangers.
Yeah.
But I don't even feel like you fuck with the new West like that.
Yeah.
You know? And that's me from an artist standpoint.
So it's out already?
No, it's coming.
Okay, bet.
I feel like that
So
with
I mean,
a lot
it
of
could
artists,
be.
though.
Maybe it could surprise us with some new shit.
Okay, bet.
But
bet.
the song I seen, it just looked like Cube being Cube.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'll show y'all after. This is something I do wish we gonna start incorporating the TV
And bringing clips.
and bringing
yeah.
shit
Watching
in,
the
so we
shit
can
and
see.
watching
So,
the shit. For
because
sure.
I do want to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, this is something I feel like, if he hear it, hopefully he do hear it, and I don't want him to take no disrespect.
Yeah.
But we look to Cube. You know, we still respect Cube. Fuck with us. Fuck with the new, even if it's not me. Fuck with the new West Coast.
Fuck with the new West.
Cause niggas fuck with you. Fuck with Rucci.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck with some of these new cats coming up. Cause nigga, you Ice Cube.
Yeah,
You know.
cute.
I feel like that from a lot of the big artists that used to be like old LA artists though. But
Like who though? But before we get to
like
the
you
next
said,
point, real
Rucci
quick,
for instance, Mac 10, Mac 10,
Mac 10 fuck with Rucci. They did stuff.
They do?
Yes, that's my point. Like
Damn, I ain't never. I've been.
if
that's
but
crazy.
and if Mac 10 was dropping an album now and didn't,
Mhm.
then he'd be. But since he out the way, you don't. But if you gonna drop an album, we gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
You dropping music, you still in the game?
Yeah.
I ain't know. I ain't know if you still playing. Oh, you still playing? All right, come on.
I thought you hung the jersey up.
You feel me? But no, you still in the mix. You gotta still fuck with the shit too.
Yeah.
You know. But I am excited, and I'm gonna still promote it. It's my ego. I want to hear it. You know.
I'm
but
gonna tune in.
we gotta put
Definitely,
some. We gotta
definitely.
put some fire on Cube to fuck with us, man.
Definitely.
How you feel about what I said? Am I tripping?
No, I don't. I'll tell you, I'm so far removed from entertainment. This is like my first time really even doing anything.
Oh yeah.
So like you guys are kind of bringing me into the entertainment world. I kind of always wanted to be the background
Yeah, of
behind
course,
it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But maybe I like it. Maybe I like it.
That's what I say. Would
Yes,
you
sir,
ever
baby,
use
I
hip
like
hop to music or artists to promote your brand?
Right.
You know, would you
Yeah.
ever use that?
Oh, for sure, we could do that.
I think it's important, especially with mushrooms and just that world, because
Yeah.
we as a people don't know nothing about it. We know about with weed. When cannabis came on the scene, we the first ones. We know about that. We fuck with that, and we support it. We doing like burner, like
Yeah.
the brand
I
deals,
was saying
everything
it's
that's
marketing,
going
all
on. But-
marketing.
We looking for sponsorships too, man.
oh yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
hey,
In the podcast, if you
anybody
want
want
to
to sponsor the
yeah,
podcast?
come holla at
Drop
us,
some
man.
products.
You know
So
what
go
I'm
ahead,
saying?
send them
Drop
boxes.
some
man.
But
products.
Definitely.
yeah, I do
Shout.
think it's important for hip hop to start getting behind the mushroom movement too. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a big move too.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. I don't
Whatever
know.
I can
don't
do
know.
to help.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, man. No,
What
we
what
locked
artist
in.
is rapping about mushrooms right now?
Absol.
Absol been doing it.
So,
Honestly, ASAP Rocky talks about LSD and shrooms and stuff. Who else? I mean, it's been
I
popping
feel like
up.
it's a lot of rappers, but it's a lot of people that you really don't listen to.
No. Because 21 just mentioned it in the record. People say it now though.
Oh,
They say it on the under, like we on some shrooms.
We don't have no hit song with no hook or nothing.
No. We ain't there yet. And that's a hard. It's a hard code to crack. Like I got a few, and I ain't put out yet.
There's a dude named Xavier Wolf that he pushes that shit heavy in his music. Honestly,
y'all remember the artist Mossberg?
Yeah.
He did one with Quick. That Mushrooms Got My Mind.
Yeah, they've had. There's been like I know Eminem has some songs.
That was a dope one. Yeah, thinking about it, but he not alive no more.
It got to be done in a way that ain't it got to be cool. It got to be some shit we gonna vibe with, and it got to match.
We need an artist like how, like when Wiz Khalifa was talking about
that's
cannabis.
all I've been on. Yeah.
We need an artist that talks about mushrooms like
that's
that.
That's kind of what I've been
Snoop Dogg mushroom.
Yeah. Snoop or Wiz or whoever.
A very passionate person
about mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll do it. I'll for sure do it, man.
Definitely.
I mean, I actually have a project that I produce myself, and it's a secret project that's on all streaming. It's about psychedelics. It's called Field Trip.
Oh, shit.
And it's not by man. It's under Yum Daniels. Yeah.
How many projects do you have,
bro? I got a lot of shit, man. I do, but I don't. Like I have. Like, there's a lot of stuff that ain't out, that ain't on streaming. You know what I'm saying? Because streaming wasn't around when I first started. So I got like 3 mixtapes that aren't on streaming. That one I just put on Even today. So that's out everywhere.
Okay.
So that one. So my main album, we could start from there. That dropped only overseas when I came out. So that was Man's World. Then after that, I did my first mixtape, Freshman on Varsity.
You said only overseas?
Yeah, when it came out. Now it's out everywhere. But it's like old.
So you had like a big overseas crowd first?
Yeah. Before I had a
that's for the money.
fan.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, when 50 hopped on, 50 is huger overseas than he is out here. That's why his tour was so crazy. So anything he hops on, they eat. And I was touring more overseas than I was in America when the song was out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, Man's World, Freshman on Varsity. Then I have mixtapes. And then I have The Gray Area, which is my peak hippie, real introspective album. I got Dizzy on there. I'm like really talking this peace life shit. This is what I was representing. I still represent it, but after that project, I kind of felt like I had a long talk with my boy Adrian Swish. He was like, man, if you really want to change the world, man, you can't to change the game, you got to be in the game. You can't be talking to people. You got to be one of the people. Yeah. You feel me? And I'm like, yeah. And I just started thinking about that more. And I'm like, you know what? Let me actually go back to square one. So me and my ex broke up at the time, everything. I'm like, man, I'm back to West LA. Let me go fuck with the homies. And during this time, I'm like, let me make some West Coast shit because that's where I'm from. Yeah. Then I start finding artists from West LA, getting inspired because of my music. And then I start working with artists, building up. So I put out projects with them. First project was Fairfax and Pico. Then I started doing joint projects with Yellow Hill, joint projects with producers and everything. Then I dropped West LA Baby. And that was like my first real independent man album. You feel me? If that makes sense. Because everything before was more so like
collabs,
post deal, trying to figure it out. I wasn't man when I was in Peace Life. That was Yum Daniels. I had dreads. I was on some. I traveled through. I just came back from overseas. And
I
my mind
see
was
them
different.
pictures, man.
Bro, I was a whole different.
I'm about to say this nigga had dreads. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like
damn.
This was after the mushrooms. After my mind is. Yeah. I'm all the way aware of the bigger picture now. I'm looking up different shit, watching different shit, fully removed from this type of culture. I was real money to enemy, real like, everything I mentioned earlier. That's how I've been thinking. But it was just like, I feel like it was a little early. It was a little early, like we wasn't here yet. We was talking about the age of Aquarius then, but now we really in it. And this is all a part of everything that's happening is a part of what I saw back then.
Are you Aquarius?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay. I'm Aquarius.
My daughter's in Aquarius.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah. So probably like maybe 6-7 projects.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. And dropping one in October. But this one is even a joint project.
Oh yeah, what I wanted to ask you was, while we even on your topic, When you first got your deal, is there anything different that you would have did, or you feel like?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing different that I would have did. I probably would have. All I wish is I got my deal when I was a little older. Because being 16, there's nothing really you can do unless you want someone like a parent or a guardian speaking and pressing issues. Because it's like I'm on some even. I was taught to, with respect. I can't talk back to these men are my managers, but I feel like they still older and they running my career.
Yeah.
Really, they work for me. But at my mind, it's like they telling me shit. I'm doing what they saying. It was more so like I work for them. You feel me? But it wasn't. It was just because of the dynamic of age.
Okay.
And I feel like if I was a little older, had more like nigga,
Your mama
I'm
raised
doing-
you right. You just
Yeah.
had some respect for
yeah,
elders,
exactly. But if I was a little older and had my more leverage, like put out more independent music first, without dropping majorly, that's always the best way. Because no matter what, now when I go to majors, go anywhere, they gonna always compare it to my first situation.
But you said you were signed before you dropped Buzzin', right?
Yeah, but I wasn't signed off no music. I was signed strictly off of my stage performance. When I used to perform, I've always performed. I've always been in acting and shit like that when I was younger. So I'm comfortable on stage. I was a 16-year-old going crazy on the stage, and they like, this kid's a star. No music, no nothing. Go make something.
Yeah.
And then they figured it out afterwards. So I didn't even know how to make. Like I made music with the homie before these big sessions. I was in the homie's closet recording at his house.
The old days.
Then they just threw me in there, and now it's like learn how to do this professionally.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's
So
time to do this.
yeah, it's a crazy little,
Dope
but
experience.
I love it. The story has been. I love my story. To me, honestly, even
Man, you traveled the world, nigga.
yeah,
That
even
shit
with
crazy.
the stuff that didn't go how I wanted it to go, now to me it makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
because there's one thing that happened, like I think the other day, where I was looking at Diddy's whole situation in the news, and I'm like, see, I'd rather be where I'm at now than as a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you always do your situation.
You never know. Like my situation as, you know, somebody who's still figuring it out. I appreciate that so much more than thinking than being he's a like a billionaire.
Yeah.
I still rather be where I'm at than that. So
Yeah.
don't ever compare it. It's how I look at it. Like, man, my shit is happening.
Everybody got their journey.
Because even now, if I were to get back on a major or anything, my goal isn't to be the number one. Like I think that's dope to be the number one artist, but I love people like Currency. I love like Larry June. They can tour forever. Tour forever and never touch the charts.
Off a genuine.
Just off of genuine people fucking with what they
with
saying,
organic.
and that's hip hop.
Just getting a following.
Yeah, I love to perform. I don't necessarily love doing all the politics and all that shit. I don't
Yeah,
love
when I saw you perform, I was like,
making
"Damn, I ain't go crazy. I'm about to go
the
crazy."
trending
big
music
pop songs.
type
I
shit.
don't love doing that. I love going in there and just saying what's on my mind and vibing out.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
The real organic
Yeah.
feel, man. Yeah, that's,
You know?
I think like my space would be. I like making deals. You know, I like negotiating. I
Yeah.
like that kind of battle.
Yeah.
All the behind the scenes, the paperwork kind of stuff. Like if I, could admire somebody, it would be like how Slim was the Cash Money
Yeah,
kind
what?
of deal.
Hell
like,
yeah, what?
You
In
know,
the back, closer.
yeah,
The
yeah,
nigga
that's
behind
it.
the
I
scene.
I don't necessarily want to be
in the light,
seen. You know,
dancing all in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, a not so aggressive Suge Knight. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
exactly.
that.
Yeah. No, I the older I get, the more I appreciate that. The more I appreciate not being a super celebrity. Like even now, like with the amount of people that recognize me, because I'll be at the dispensary throughout the week. People come in there, man, that shit is tight.
Yeah.
You know, but if it was too much to where I can't go anywhere and stuff, that's not you a prisoner.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I thought I wanted that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every kid I think thinks they want that, but when you get older, you start appreciating like, no, I kind of like being able to
Yeah,
just
the-
kind of move
the
in the
wiggle
underworld.
around.
Like, you feel me? Like,
Because when you a star like that, you living under a microscope.
yeah, and I don't want that. Like, I don't want me and my ex or me and my girl to go through anything like in the public, even if it's, like we ain't Cardi B, or even if she not famous or anything. It's just people could fuck your life up, just
Yeah.
making rumors or anything, fucking with a happy home.
Definitely.
That shit ain't tight to me. So I like my position, and I like, you know, where it's at. I definitely want more people to hear my music, and I want to be able to tour. But I'm not necessarily trying to be, you know, the number one on the charts like that. That's not my goal. If it happens, doing what I'm doing, amazing. But I'm not making music to do that. You know?
Yeah.
No, I respect that.
Yeah, man.
I respect
I think that's everybody on the new music thing. I got to shout out Airplane James. That's my boy. He dropped a project called Road to East Side 3. Just to shout out some West Coast music. That was the only new West Coast project I think that came out this week.
Shout out Airplane James, man.
You work with him, huh?
The nigga,
Keith did
my
his
kids,
artwork.
yeah, my nigga Keith.
Shout out to Keith. Keith be
Shout out
doing the
to
artwork.
They be going
man.
crazy on the artwork, man. Definitely.
Anything y'all got to say before we get up out of here? Because we've been at it, I think,
Yeah, about 2. Yeah, we've been going.
almost 2.
Yeah, Dev, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
You
it was a
already
pleasure,
know.
man.
It's dope,
Oh, yeah,
dog.
we locked
I'm
in
glad
now.
y'all-
Yeah,
glad
I'm
y'all
definitely coming
educated
to
me,
the lab.
man.
And if you know any of you guys out there come to Vegas, you know, hit me up.
Yeah.
Big Devi with 3 V's on Facebook.
That's what I was going to say. You don't got IG? huh?
Instagram.
Oh, you
Sorry,
do?
Big Devi, yeah.
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure.
Whatever you need to make a scene, that's what I do. I
Yeah,
supply.
yeah,
So
yeah.
You need a
That
ride, you need a place to stay, you need whatever you
Vegas
need. You
plug.
know what I'm saying?
Vegas plug.
Make it
Tap
happen. You need
in.
your haircut, you need.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, whatever you need.
Okay,
You know
for
what
sure,
I mean?
for sure,
So
yeah.
I'll make it happen.
Make sure y'all tap
That's
in with
what's up.
Dev, man. Make sure you tap in my boy Heem, too. Give him your shit.
You already know, shots by Hing, the KID, that DID. You feel me? I'm
The
the
kid
one
that did.
You
You
feel
know
me?
what I
The
mean?
one behind the scenes. You feel me? Today I had to tap in with the streets and put my input in.
Yeah,
So,
man. Anytime,
yeah.
man. Anytime y'all want to, y'all got anything y'all want to promote, anything y'all want to get off y'all chest, we live every Sunday, 4 p.m. This is episode 14. We got a lot more to do. You know, a lot bigger ideas we want to do. We want to start incorporating the screen and start reacting to stuff. We want to start really just making it
Yeah,
something
have
that
more
people
fun
can
with
look forward to every Sunday at 4 p.m. no matter what's happening.
No matter
Rain,
what's
sleet,
happening.
snow.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Genuine organic
Yes,
energy
sir.
too,
That's
man.
it.
All right, y'all, man. Shout out to Juice on the boards, man.
Shout
We ain't
out
shout out
Juice on
Juice.
the boards.
We gonna get her a camera too, man. She be holding us down, and wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for her, man. But yeah, we out of this G thing though. Thank y'all for
That's all right.
tapping in. Leave a
It's a wrap.
comment, subscribe, and all that. 1515.
We out.
Indeed.